once powerful notion. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One. Two. One. Two. E is all that remains of a once powerful notion. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One. Two. One. Two. E is all that remains of a once powerful notion. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One. Two. One. Two. E is all that remains of a once powerful notion. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One. Two. Two. Three. Is all that remains of a once powerful notion. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One. Two. One. Two. Is all that remains of a once powerful notion. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One. Two. One. Two. Is all that remains of a once powerful notion. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One. Two. One. Two. E is all that remains of a once powerful notion. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One. Two. One. Two. E is all that remains of a once powerful notion. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One. Two. Two. Three. Is all that remains of a once powerful notion. of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. 1, 2.
Alright, let's put my game on. Hello, hello! How's it going? Who have I got in here? I think just old Doomy for now. Sup, sup? I do see you lurking there. Alright. Getting to the ever so closely to the end of my casual Danganronpa streams. So last time, we were in the middle of the Chapter 5 investigation. We had investigated 2 areas. The twist of this investigation is who's dead? Who's actually dead? It is either Kaito or Kikichi, and the killer could technically be anyone. Yeah. Unidentifiable body due to getting smushed. Getting the big smush. Alright, but we got a big one ahead of us, so I won't waste any more time. Yeah, my audio levels are alright. Okay, so yeah, we just stepped out of the hangar. We checked the hangar in the bathroom. I guess we'll go over our truth bullets. Alright, truth bullet 2. So yeah, we've already gathered quite a bit. So just to keep it fresh, we'll definitely go over them, because we're definitely going to at least start the class trial on this stream. I don't see why this investigation will go on for 3 hours. Alright, so the Monokuma file doesn't have much to say. The body was discovered in the hangar where the exosols are stored. The victim was crushed by a hydraulic press. They can't be identified because of that. The hatch's electronic lock. 2 exosols found at the crime scene. One was in storage with its cockpit closed. The other was in the middle of the hangar with its hatch open and its cockpit exposed. There's enough space for 1 person, but only the monocubs can open it. Swipe pad and bloodstain. A bloodstain is smeared from the bathroom to the press, as though someone was dragged. The hydraulic press itself. The controls are a short distance away from it. There are 2 buttons labelled up and down, and it has a little safety function. The body was crushed by the hydraulic press and is unidentifiable. So yeah, this is the aforementioned safety function. Yeah, it has an infrared sensor. So Kibo tested it, he had the roll out of the way. Little bathroom window, 8 inches wide. Although it's too small for a person, an object can fit through it. There's a large black case in the bathroom. It had a disassembled crossbow in it. Can only fit in the case if it's disassembled. 3 arrows. The tips of the 3 crossbow bolts were wet with blood. Crossbow, a disassembled crossbow from Maki's lab. A small empty bottle found in the corner of the bathroom. The only visible bit of writing is poison because of the blood. And it came from Shuichi's lab. There's a blood stain in the bathroom as well. A small puddle of blood in the middle of the hangar's bathroom. Smaller blood stains were found leading to the door out of the bathroom. Probably connected to the smeary blood trail as well. Kaito's coat. When the body was discovered, only the left sleeve was sticking out from the press. A single small hole can be seen where the sleeve is sticking out. Alrighty, so that's our evidence so far. We've just stepped outside the hangar. And yes, what up, Doom Villain? The alarm system is off. It must still be affected by the electro bomb. So yeah, we used an EMP to get inside. I should investigate this place thoroughly. There might be some clues around here. Yep, there is. Alright, key boy. Phew, I think I'm starting to feel a little better now. I'm sorry to worry you, Suichi.
Okay.
I was a bit worried. I'm glad you're feeling better. There was something I needed to ask Kibo.
Hey!
Hey, Kibo, before we went into the hangar this morning, you said... So I went to the hangar last night and tried to talk to him. You tried to talk to him on your own? I'm sorry, I thought it would be preferable for him to release Kaito peacefully. How did it go? I went about as well as I expected. There was no response at all. But I did witness a few things. You said that you witnessed a few things. What exactly did you see? Oh yes, since we were in a hurry, I only told you about the Exisal returning to the hangar.
Okay.
You said the Exisals could pass through the alarm system and the barrier to the hangar.
Yes.
I never imagined something like this would happen, so I didn't mention it before. But before I saw the Exisal, I saw someone heading to the hangar.
Huh?
You saw someone? I saw Himiko.
I was in my lab, trying to think of what I should write to convince Kokichi. That's when I saw her walking toward the hangar, clutching something in her hands.
Damn, this perspective though.
I think it was a black bag. A black bag?
At the time, I assumed he was going there to examine things or plead with Kokichi. And since he came back later, I didn't think much of it. But after seeing her reaction this morning, I started to get a little suspicious. But what did you see?
Why?
He was acting like she had something to hide. It's not that I want to suspect her.
You're right.
True, it is suspicious. You said you saw her come back as well. Was she holding the bag at that time?
No.
Now that I think about it, she didn't. So she had it coming in, but not leaving. It has to be. That black bag Himiko was carrying was... By the way, this is a little off-topic, Suichi, but... Huh? What is it?
As I thought.
The reason I wasn't feeling well may have been due to the electro bomb.
But
it was because of the electromagnetic particles, not because I'm a robot. So what I experienced was akin to an allergic reaction, such as hay fever. Yeah, I've totally got some fucking interseasonal bullshit right now. Got a bit sore in the nose up here. I'm thinking it might be a sinus infection. Wonderful. So it could have affected a human the same way, being a robot had nothing to do with it.
okay.
Ah, right, yeah, okay mate, sure. So that thing Himiko said was bothering him. He really is a bit too sensitive. That's robophobic! Kibo's account. This thing was all scratched up, wasn't it? Control panel that controls the electric barrier protecting the hangar. We hit it with an electro hammer, so it isn't operational right now.
That's true.
That's right. What are these marks here? It looks as if it's been struck by something sharp. What could these be? Ah, wait. How were they even able to damage this in the first place? Getting near the control panel should cause the alarm to go off. You have to turn off the alarm before you even get close. So how did the person who did this get near the control panel? Hangar's front shutter. Is the shutter a clue? I think it is. The hangar's shutter. Ugh. There's a security alarm here. You have to use the alarm remote to disable it to get near the shutter. If you come near the shutter without the remote, a loud alarm will go off around the entire academy. We had to use an electro bomb to disable the sensor and the alarm. That's how we got into the hangar. It's not exactly a bomb though, even if it's called an electro bomb. It jams electronic signals by scattering particles that interfere with electromagnetic waves. Blah. Too many syllables. For 2 hours, any and all electronic devices within 50 yards will be completely disabled. It's perfect for any secret activities too, since it doesn't leave any debris behind. This invention is extraordinary, but I only have 3 of them. So I need to use them carefully. You guys will have to settle for the electro hammers. Now that I think about it, there were 3 electro bombs total. One was stolen by Mucky, but what of the other 2? Alright, so we've looked at the hangar shutter. Talked to Kibo, we've looked at the panel. Alright. Maybe the other side of the window? This is the bathroom window. This is the hangar's only window and it's not possible to fit through. That means the only way to get into this hangar is through the shutter. That's about all I was concerned with in the hangar. But I still don't have enough clues, there have to be more. The other places that might yield some clues are Mucky's lab and my lab. The crossbow in the bathroom, the bowl of poison. I need to investigate those leads. I should also inspect the 3 exosouls that were protecting Monokuma. Why were they protecting him in the first place? That might be related to the case as well. Alright, can we fast travel? 9. No fast travel for us, okay. Means we're gonna trigger something. Ah, well, these 3 exosouls are just straight up here, so... Exosoul yellow. Doesn't show signs of moving. If Kokichi is alive, he can use his remote control to move them as he pleases. But that remote control Kokichi has for the exosouls, what is it exactly? Does he have that because he's the mastermind? Hello! The exosoul isn't showing any signs of moving. Yeah, okay. Just gonna say the same thing. Okay. Some fucking help you fucks were. Okay. Means there's something I've got to find in there. Okay. So the exosouls themselves aren't very important. Let's see, let's not look at those. Maybe something on the floor. Right in the middle. One of them open. Ah, hello! Big pink and obvious. There's an electro hammer here, but why? Oops, I'll turn it off. And it's out of power, it must have been used. But used for what? But be careful, the electro hammer runs out of battery pretty quickly. So if you use it against an exosoul, it'll run out of juice in just one shot. Got it?
If I remember correctly,
If the electro hammer's power is expended, it requires 24 hours to recharge. We know that for certain. I remember the sight I saw yesterday. Exosouls protecting Monokuma for some reason. Kokichi said he was the mastermind. The exosouls should have been around him. So why were they still protecting Monokuma, and 4 of them too? I suppose I was so caught up thinking about Kokichi, I ignored Monokuma. Pay attention! Listen up! Take heed, I say! Monokuma! It's just... I noticed that you came this way last night, Shuichi. Huh? You were acting all sneaky, weren't you? Like a teenage boy trying to creep into the adult movie section of the video store. But you didn't need to sneak around, because the exosouls wouldn't have attacked you. What are you saying? We didn't have to sneak. Because everyone's coming to rent adult movies, so in a way, everyone going there is the same. No, not that. I mean about the exosouls not attacking us. Oh, at the time, the exosouls are on autopilot and directed to only observe me. Their movements are more limited now that the Monokubs aren't around to pilot them. Autopilot? You mean the remote control that Kokichi has? Well... Yeah, that's pretty much it. So So the exosouls are being controlled by Kokichi's remote. But they were focusing on Monokuma.
Hey!
Why are you telling me all this? This puts the person controlling you at a disadvantage. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about this. Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. So you share it instead. That way it'll be fair to all the participants. So someone else besides me knows this? Why wouldn't they share this information? Okay, that's all I can tell you. By the way, renting movies is so old school, it's more thrilling to illegally download them. It's like trying not to get caught by a big game hunter while holding your breath during sex. If we don't own it, it's not stealing. This information about the exosouls could be a clue to solving this case. I should remember this. Alright, we can probably leave. We can probably fast travel even. Nope. Alright. Means there's still important shit the game's gonna throw at me then, so let's go on our merry way. Oh, you're getting your snooze on, eh? I can magically fast travel now. It's very certain locations. Like Maki's lab. Very good. Who are you oohing at, or do you just want to see Tenko's pretty face? I feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. Alright, everyone's here. I hope you're all ready. Are those weapons? So you went to my lab yesterday to find weapons to use against Monokuma? It's because Kaido had them. The monitor never has anything important, so the weapon shelf. I feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. Yep, we had that flashback. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Literally, like you had the exact same thing verbatim. That's because Kaido had them. Black case. As I suspected, there are two black bags here identical to the one in the hangar. They're cases for the crossbows. The crossbows are inside but disassembled.
No.
It looks as if they don't even fit in the case unless they are disassembled. But there are two. When I was here with Kaito before, there were three. And I'm sure that Kaido didn't have a crossbow with him.
That's true.
In that case, the crossbow in the hangar must have come from there. Which means someone must have brought it to the hangar from there. But it's fairly difficult to put together the crossbow. I don't believe you'd be able to do it unless Maki taught you.
No.
I'll think more about that later. For now, I need to investigate. Crossbows have been updated. Firearms. Look at all these guns. Even if they're all airsoft guns, it's a remarkable sight. She's looking like the fucking shops in GTA after you've unlocked everything. So, okay, these bladed weapons. Okay. Okay, no, it's the exact same thing. Okay. Nope. That actually might be it. Yep. Letting me leave, so I guess that is it. Alright, so we also have to go to Shuichi's lab. Bada bing, bada boom. That bowl of poison in the hangar, I need to confirm that it came from here. I just wanted to beat that up. Small glass bottles. Knights hate antidote. Harmlock antidote. Arsenic. Or arsenic. There are a bunch of bottles on top of the desk. Did someone take them out? These bottles say antidote. Antidotes, huh? I didn't know these were here. According to the labels, each bottle is only one dose. And each one only works on a specific poison. Well, I suppose that makes sense. There are plenty different kinds of poisons, so that must be true for antidotes. Right. Chemicals shelf. There are several bottles of poison lined up here. I haven't seen any poison outside of this lab, so the small bowl of poison I found must have come from here. There's a little less liquid inside this bottle than the others. Strike 9 poison. What? Say what, doomed? The label says strike 9 poison. This poison takes some time to spread, but even a small amount of it can be lethal. I can't imagine that there's a smaller amount in this bottle for no reason. This must be a clue. Strike 9 poison and antidotes, that is disconcerting. Ah, it's a cheat. What a cheater, G. Just outing yourself on my stream, eh? None of these antidotes are for the Strike 9 poison. They're all for different poisons. What could that mean?
Alright.
Alright, I've investigated this room thoroughly. I didn't find the evidence to suggest Kaido isn't dead. On the contrary, there's plenty of evidence to suggest Kokichi isn't dead. Monokuma is still moving around and the killing game hasn't ended. And Kaido's clothes are in the hydraulic press, which means the victim must be. No. It's too soon to be thinking like that. If I investigate a little more, I'll find something. There's still time. I should head back to the hangar. Perhaps I missed something. I should check again. Yeah, cheats I always liked in GTA were the ones that made like the pedestrians and NPCs behave differently. Yeah, I used to like, I never did it in GTA 5, but in the older ones. Yeah, I used to like doing the cheat where you got all the guns and a shit ton of ammo, but then I would even the playing field by making it so all the NPCs would just straight up try to kill you on sight. And on top of that, I'd give them all weapons. I'd have the cheat that gives them all weapons. Just see if I can fortify an area and just fucking hold the fort. Alright, fast travel now. Ah, it's right there. Alright. Yeah, it'd be wild, man. You'd have like old ladies coming at you with flamethrowers and shit. Ready?
Shuichi!
Oh, Shuichi, can you come with me?
What happened?
Is something wrong? I found something strange in the bathroom. Please hurry. He ran to the bathroom, shouting quickly. What are you talking about, key bitch? Right, let's go.
Hey!
Kibo, what are you looking at?
Yes.
Take a look at this!
Huh?
These are Kokichi's clothes. It's soaked and wrinkled, but there's no doubt these are Kokichi's. Where did you find this? I didn't see it when I was investigating the bathroom. And why are they soaked? Well, the toilet seemed clogged, so I reached my hand down the drain and pulled out these clothes. It looked like they couldn't be fluffed all the way. Couldn't be flushed all the way. Why were these clothes in the toilet in the first place? Yes, that was very brave of me, and thanks to that, I managed to find an important clue. Now, Shuichi, please investigate as much as you want.
Okay.
Yeah. Clogging the toilet, huh? This isn't the time to hesitate. Alright, let's look at the bathroom clothes. I found the toilet. Someone must have tried to flush them, but who would do that? There's something the matter. Please investigate. Okay. The ultimate detective can't stop here. This has to be an important clue. Alright. I made up my mind. Grab Kokichi's soaked clothes and spread them open. There's a small hole in the back. And another small hole on the sleeve. This is about the same size as the one on Kaido's sleeve. There are traces of blood around the holes too. What does this mean? It could mean that he was attacked. In that case,
No.
there's a chance Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press.
Thank you.
Ah, Kibo, thank you. Thank you, this is a very important clue.
Well,
Oh, well, I'm happy I was able to help, but I must decline taking that hand of yours.
No.
Ah, your hands aren't clean either, though. But if Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press, where did Kaido go? Why not show himself? And why is this game still going, even though the mastermind is dead? If this is awkward, Shuichi, I can leave and give you some privacy. You're concerned about that? Kibo and I washed our hands in the sink and left the bathroom. So, that Maki's here. Maki, why is it so easy for you to believe Kaido is dead? Does Himiko want to talk?
What?
You and Kibo both look more refreshed now.
Gross.
Refreshing each other in the boys' bathroom. Even now you can't help yourselves, huh?
That's true.
This is all Himiko's imagination, but I don't even want to touch that right now. Someone's gotta be the new Miyu. Hey, it's almost time for the class trial to start, right? Was no one able to find Kokichi? I wonder. I haven't heard from anyone.
I see.
I wonder where he went off to. Did he disappear? He can't still be in the hangar. Or under there.
Could it be?
Shuichi, do you think the one who died was Kokichi? Huh?
Seems like
I mean, your face says you want to think that.
it's plain to see.
But I think that's just plain impossible. Kokichi's been manipulating us all from the start. I can't believe someone like that could be killed by Kaito. Oh, of course! I don't mean to compliment Kokichi or make fun of Kaito or anything.
Okay.
I know. You're probably right. Smooky has a good point. I still don't have enough clues to conclude that Kokichi died, but I'm certain that one of them must have. Alrighty, we're going in, guys. We're going in.
It's about that time. That's right. It's time for the class trial, where hope and despair meet head-on. Please proceed to the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard and head to the trial grounds. Everyone needs to be there. Got it? Anyone who's absent will be swiftly and permanently punished.
Yeah, definitely promises a long class trial
I
when
wonder what kind of
the
despair
investigation was
awaits
over all about an hour. I think I only got about half an hour of it yesterday and about the same today. Everyone needs to be there. That means Kokichi or Kaito, whoever is alive will be there. At the trial, we'll know who the victim is. Fast travel? Of course I can. Alright. Let's waste no time. You put on your thinking caps, guys. Your brains are about to be tested. Fuck, I even know the overall outcome to this. My brain's gonna be tested. This isn't everyone, right? Kaito and Kikichi aren't here.
What's the point?
I bet Kikichi is already there.
You bastard.
As the mastermind of the killing game, he's waiting for us to arrive.
No.
We don't know that yet. There's still a chance Kaido is
You
alive.
wanna die?
Cut it out. Do you want to die? Maki,
Well,
this is a battle between hope and despair. If I show any weakness like you are, then I know I'll lose to despair. Lose to
you
despair?
don't know?
6 of us will participate, and 1 of us will die after this class trial. Then only 5 will be left. Only 5. That's right, we're the only ones left.
That's obvious.
But we can't lose to despair. Even if we have no future, we need to win. That is the whole point of this class trial. I'll defeat Kikichi no matter what I have to sacrifice. Maki's on the warpath. No matter what she has to sacrifice. Are you sure about that, Maki? Is that what you call hope? I know that we can't lose to despair. But something is wrong. Something doesn't feel right. I wonder what Kaito would say at a time like this. What would he say to us if it was Kaito? I believe in everyone! Alright, let's stick to that. I'm the main character, Shuichi. Step in front and do all the work. We didn't say a word to one another. Silent as a tomb, we stepped into those open doors. Oh yeah, looking empty now. We had lost the will to live, knowing what we know about the outside world. But somehow, despite that despair, we had found a new reason to live. To win the battle between hope and despair. But now, what do we know? We don't know what hope means to us anymore. What is hope? A burden you bear? As those thoughts pierced my mind, I suddenly stopped. I can't think about things like that anymore. The only thing I need to think about is survival. A very classic looking courtroom.
Nice.
Very Danganronpa 1 looking. Ah, a battle like this takes me back. After all, hope and despair are natural enemies. Yes, this is truly a magnificent theme. Only esteemed works of fiction have themes as magnificent as this. Anyway, where's Kikichi? Why isn't he here? Maki was right. The person who should be here isn't. Well, I'll tell you once the trial starts. But what's going on? What are you scheming now? It doesn't matter what Kikichi is scheming. This is the final battle between hope and despair, and all ends here. Kikichi can twist and violate the rules all he likes, but we'll never give up. Hope will never submit to despair. Oh, for the love of... No rules have been violated, not on my watch, you know. Whatever. Hurry up and start. We'll end it with this class trial. We'll defeat the remnants of despair no matter what. So, get ready.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I got it. Now let's get started. Mix equal parts life and death and a dish of lies and truth, bake it in the fires of conflict. And when it's golden brown and bubbling, you have yourself a truly decadent class trial. Alright. Best part, I can just chill back and drink beers now. And once more, we face the class trial. Is the one who died Kaito or Kokichi? I can't say for certain, but I still believe Kaito wouldn't die so easily. I don't know why I believe that so strongly. Purple. But I will fight to prove it. I will fight with everyone. To grasp the hope on the other side of this truth. I will fight. I will fight in this trial of truth and lies. Alright, we'll see what, like, one fucking skill I can probably equip on top of my current loadout. Alrighty. Sure, let's just get a little more influence, shall we? Why the fuck not? Sounds good to me.
Ahem. Now then, during the trial, vote correctly. I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And that person will graduate.
Graduation is meaningless here. We already know that. We don't need your rules anymore. We'll find our own reasons to live. And we'll do whatever it takes to survive.
Wow! An actual talking robot! I've never seen one of those before.
Seriously?
What happened to Kokichi? Why isn't he here?
I want to kill him.
Don't make that face, killer. This case has some unique circumstances.
Unique circumstances?
Because for this murder, the victim's identity is completely unknown. Given these circumstances, I decided to start off this class trial while the victim is still anonymous. After all, it'd be a shame if I let such a rare opportunity go to waste.
Is that possible? I thought everyone had to participate in the class trial.
Don't worry, the person who's still alive is waiting behind the scenes for their cue. It's all part of the overall production. Anyway, let's get this trial moving!
I guess we have no choice but to start the trial under these conditions.
What's there to even talk about? The Blackened is the mastermind, Kokichi. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of too.
It's too soon to decide anything for certain. We don't even know if Kaito was the victim.
How long are you going to say that? The victim is Kaito. End of discussion.
But we need to be absolutely sure. If we don't positively identify the victim, the other person will never show themselves, right?
Before we can identify a suspect, we need to determine who the victim is.
Why are we even talking about something so obvious? What a pain.
Everyone thinks that Kaito is the victim, but I have my doubts. There's a chance Kaito is still alive. If we keep discussing the case, I'm sure we'll see the truth.
The victim has to be Kaito. Kaito was taken prisoner by Kokichi, so he could have killed him whenever he wanted. And the hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence for it. So the victim must be Kaito.
Kokichi's
And the
clothes.
culprit must be Kokichi.
Kokichi's clothes on Maki's statement, I think.
Kazing! If only mages could cast revive spells. The victim.
He was taken prisoner, that is a true statement.
Kokichi can't be the victim. There's no evidence.
Fuck the critical shot.
That's wrong! I have evidence that points to Kokichi being the victim. I found this in the hangar.
No, I found
Is
it.
that Kokichi's coat?
Yes, and look here. There are bloodstains on the sleeve. That would indicate that Kokichi suffered an external injury, correct?
Kokichi was injured.
The fact that these were flushed down the toilet implies that they are evidence of a crime.
What about it? Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press. As long as we have that evidence, there's no doubt that Kaito was the one murdered.
Yeah, that's right. It's one of those irrefutable evidence thingies.
Ever since she found the body in the hangar, Maki's insisted that it's Kaido's. But why is that? I thought we had an understanding. I thought she'd want to believe Kaido was still alive. Either way, it seems Maki is hung up on Kaido's clothes. In that case, I need to demonstrate the flaw in relying on that evidence. If I do that, I think she'll realize there's a chance that Kaido is alive.
Actually, there's something bothering me about the clothes found in the hydraulic press.
Hmm? What about them?
There's something peculiar about those clothes. The sleeve of the jacket. Bloodstain on the clothing? No. Be the sleeve then.
That's it! Whoop. Why was only the sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press? If Kaito had been crushed by the press, the sleeve shouldn't have been empty. There should have been an arm inside the sleeve as well. So the fact that we found an empty sleeve should...
Shall I kill that logic?
Hello. Huh?
You're dumber than I thought if I have to go out of my way to explain it to you. If you can't even see that, then be quiet. Otherwise, you're just annoying me.
No, I'm good.
The coat sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press is rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone else but Kaito. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough.
I wasn't looking hard enough. What do you mean?
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves. So when the hydraulic press crushed him, all that stuck out was his coat sleeve. If you understand to be quiet already. Otherwise, you're getting in the way.
Maki's claim appears solid, but I know that it's not.
He always dressed...
The sleeve. What does the sleeve say again? God damn it. Where is it? Kaido's coat. I believe it's his right sleeve? No, it's the left. It is his left. Actually, is it? It's actually...
himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
Nah, okay. I kinda knew that was wrong, but I tried anyway.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves. So when the hydraulic press crushed him, all that stuck out was his coat sleeve. If you understand to be quiet already. Otherwise, you're getting in the way.
So I do have to refute that line.
He always dressed himself in
okay.
a rather odd manner. He never put his...
No, I guess the swipe pattern?
arms through his coat sleeves.
Damn it.
So when the hydraulic press crushed him, all that stuck out was his coat.
Ah, no, the Hydra is going to talk about the safety function. Okay. I think we're jumping the gun there, though.
If you understand to be quiet already.
It's a contradictory
Otherwise,
line
you're
is about how he
getting away.
sticks his fucking arms through his fucking clothes. We're gonna run out of time if
He
we...
always dressed himself in a rather odd manner.
That's what
He
this
never
fucking-
put his arms through his coat sleeves.
Nope. Fuck it.
Oh no!
We all try to hydraulic press
He always
safety
dressed
function.
himself in a rather odd manner.
Otherwise, it's gonna be the
He
blood
never put
stain.
his arms through his coat sleeves.
Ugh.
Oh no!
Alright, blood stain in the bathroom then.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
There's the fucking blood stain in the bathroom.
I was wrong!
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner.
Kind of don't have anything else.
He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
No?
Oh no!
What the hell? Is it really the Monokuma
He
file?
always dressed himself in a rather odd manner.
Oh, you're gonna fucking talk about
He never
Kikishi's
put his
clothes.
arms through his coat sleeves.
I'm copping out here.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
Nah, there's something going wrong.
Damn it!
I actually wonder, or do I actually have to slash the first word? Let's pay attention. Because I'm pretty sure I literally tried everything just then, so... Well, I absolutely did. So I think I've got to swipe the word first.
It's rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone else
Ugh.
but Kaito. If you
Yeah, we
can't
s-
see that,
Oh my god,
then
terrible.
you weren't looking hard enough.
Now I'm just not doing this hard enough.
The coat sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press. It's rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone
I
else.
think I've got to chip that bottom word away first.
If you can't see that,
Shing.
then you weren't looking hard enough.
I wasn't looking.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner.
Yeah, so...
He never put his arms through his coat sleeves. So
No,
when the
it did
hydraulic
work.
press crushed him, all that stuck out was his coat sleeve.
Okay.
If you understand to be quiet already. Otherwise, you're getting in the way.
No, so there's just one I didn't try? You can't conclude Kaido was dead on that
He
evidence.
always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
Yeah. I swear I've tried everything.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
I'm just gonna literally
He always
Where are you
dressed
going
himself
with
in a
this,
rather
Mucky?
odd manner.
mucky
He
roll.
never put his arms through his coat sleeves. He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves. He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner.
Nah, it's something,
He
this is
never
something
put his
I'm
arms
not
through his
doing,
coat
eh?
Oh no!
He always dressed himself in a rather
I've
odd
literally
manner.
I've literally tried
He
everything.
never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
I'll cut through your words!
Please, people watching, confirm for me.
It's true.
Did I not try Kaido's coat
Sleep.
at all? Did I not? I'm feeling crazy. Did I not try Kaido's coat? What? I swear I tried that. Truth bullets, what the fuck? So there was Kaido's coat. You know, like, I read that and I was like, yeah, it's gonna have something to do with... What? Whatever. What?
But
But that was just his right arm.
Yeah, see, I
was not
fucking,
seeing
I said that. I was like, oh, yeah, it's not the... Fucking hell. Yeah, I tried it, and it didn't work. What the fuck? Game's fucking with me now.
And the left sleeve was the one we found outside the press. Knowing how Kaito wore his coat, that's oddly strange, isn't it?
Then maybe neither of his arms were through the sleeves.
Huh?
It's a possibility. In the end, your reasoning is full of holes. Stop getting in my way. I have to defeat Kokichi.
Maki, what's really going on? Seems you've made up your mind that Kaito is definitely dead. But why would you do that?
It's like Maki said, though. Kaito's gotta be the victim. Because if Kokichi, the mastermind, was dead, the killing game would be over. Yeah, that's true.
Monokuma, hurry up and bring Kokichi here. We already know who the victim is.
Huh? Already? You sure it's not too soon?
I mean, yeah, the evidence will be there in the VODs. That is true.
We need the suspect present, now that he's the subject of our discussion.
Gotcha. I guess I'll bring him out now. Hey, Mr. Suspect! That's your cue!
An exisal?
What? Why is an Exisal here?
Haha, whoops, my bad. Seems like I gave you guys a scare, huh?
What is this?
Is that Kaito's voice?
Kaito?
There was a lot going on, so I just hid in an exisal and kind of dozed off. That's why I'm so late. Anyway, what's going on, guys?
Oh, hold on. Then the one that died wasn't Kaito.
Stupid! That was just a lie! You guys thought I died? I would never! No way!
Kokichi?
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh instead of cry.
Wow, that's old. How old are you?
Just
I thought
classy.
as much. Your appearance right now is fit for a lowly asshole like you.
You're making me blush. You're getting so angry over me.
Is that really you, Kokichi?
That's right, Cracker Jack.
Seriously, how old are you?
Then why are you hiding in there? Show yourself.
Oh, this is more for self-defense. Little Miss Cranky Pants would kill me if I showed myself. I understand how you guys must feel. You can't believe it because I'm like this, right? That's what I thought. In that case, I brought evidence.
Evidence?
Ta-da! The video camera. It was in the warehouse, but I brought it to the hangar, just in case. Man, that was a smart move. Thanks to this, I filmed it so everyone could see it clearly. The moment the victim died.
What did you say?
Alrighty then! Let's watch this shocking moment. Hey, Monokuma! Can you connect the video camera to the monitor?
Roger that!
Monokuma grabbed the camera from the exisal, hooked it up to the courtroom's monitor, and played the tape for us.
Huh? Kaito?
This is terrible. Why would something like this? I saw it through my fingers. The moment Kaito was crushed. Gonna...
By the way, I'd like to add that this footage has not been doctored in any way. This video camera only has the basic functions. Just the play, record, and pause
Can I get one
buttons,
now?
so you can't edit after filming it. And of course, I didn't upload it to a computer to edit it either. Right, Monokuma? Oh, you can talk. Your answer is necessary for a fair discussion.
I see. If it's necessary for a fair discussion, then I will answer.
I will answer.
No trace of that footage was found on any of the computers
Nope,
inside the
I changed my
academy.
controller.
See, if it wasn't connected to any computer, then editing the footage would be impossible. Which means this footage is 100% real.
Real.
If that's the case, then it would seem our suspicions can be lifted. The body we found inside the hangar, crushed in the hydraulic press, is definitely Kaito.
Murder video recorded in the monopad. Is that really him?
Poor Kaito. I can't believe he died such a horrible death. I can't believe he died with his guts and his brains splattered all over that machine. Stop it! Now I'm starting to not feel well. That's probably because I used my magic to transfer all my bark over to you.
My magic, I swear.
It's a joke, but the thought of it...
Why? Why was Kaito killed? Kokichi had no reason to kill Kaito. He just told us all that he was the mastermind, that the killing game was over. So what would he gain by killing Kaito?
It looks like you finally believe that I'm the one in this exasol.
Yes. With that, we can definitively say that the culprit is you.
Huh? Why?
You filmed the moment the victim died, which means you were present at the scene. As the person who filmed this footage, you're the only one who could be the culprit.
But if the culprit shot the video, why would they go out of their way to show it?
Oh man, you got me! Yeah, I'm the culprit.
Nani?
Jeez, I totally dug my own grave. Here's the truth. I decided to participate in this trial in an exasol after I killed Kaito. Of course, it was mostly to make the victim unknown. To jazz up this trial. I took that footage for proof, so I could reveal it after you guys get the correct answer. But I totally spaced out. I wasn't supposed to show it right away.
So does that mean you admit to the crime?
Oh, man. I dug my own grave again? Well, I don't think you guys will believe any of the excuses I make now. So, I give up.
You're giving up? Does that mean it's been decided? Is it okay that this trial was so short?
That's fine. We knew from the very start that Kokichi was the killer. But before we vote, I want to say something to Kokichi. You may be the mastermind, but I won't let you escape after you violated the rules. That would desecrate the killing game Junko Enoshima created, right? Your beloved Junko Enoshima.
Junko?
Whatever. It's voting time now. Let's go before Kokichi changes his...
No, hold on a second. This isn't right. The culprit comes in, confesses to the crime, and the trial ends? That's not how this goes. That doesn't sound like the kind of game Kokichi or Monokuma or Junko would play.
That is not
What
a...
if the mastermind...
That is a YouTube drama.
The remnants of despair were like that.
No,
Not a
if they were
Danganronpa
tired,
case.
They wouldn't have put all that effort into the video. There would have been no need for this class trial in the first place. Something's not right. We need to get a better feel for the situation. I think Kokichi has some sort of plan. He's trying to trap us.
Trap us? Are you saying Kokichi
It's
isn't the
YouTube
culprit?
drama court, you know? Make the apology video, I know there is irrefutable evidence out there that I am very racist, but I am not racist. Let me put this Vaseline on my eyes.
Then, are you suggesting one of us is the culprit?
What?
If it's not Kokichi, then the culprit must be one of us.
One of us? That's not possible!
No, I didn't say that. I was just saying it's dangerous to trust Kokichi.
Shuichi is so distrusting. But it's exactly like Shuichi said. I'm actually not the culprit.
Yes, this video is also monetized.
That contradicts what you said previously.
And the thumbnail must have me like wiping my face and looking sad.
Yippers, that was a lie. Sorry.
The title, I need to discuss some things.
The real culprit of this case is super bad at hiding themselves, so I thought I could help. I pretended to be the culprit by using the footage. It made the game more interesting, too.
Are you serious? What's the truth and what's a lie? I don't know anymore.
It's fine, because Kokichi is the culprit. He killed Kaito. No matter how much he deceives us, it won't change our minds. The footage shows he did it. Kokichi has to be the only option.
The only option? Is that really true? Are we just gonna leave it at that? Safety function.
There's no
made a
doubt that
video.
Kokichi is the culprit. We all saw that footage from earlier, right?
It's gotta be safety function.
Kaito got crushed to death. Horrible video.
Feel like that's the
Whoever
statement.
committed that crime
Let's see what else we got.
was with Kaito in the hangar.
Which just leaves Kokichi then.
Then the culprit is...
Kokichi Oma, the mastermind of this entire killing game. And Kaito's killer.
Is that even possible?
There's no doubt
Yeah.
that Kokichi is the culprit.
I think it's time to bring the
We all
safety
saw that
function
footage
into
from earlier,
question.
right?
Kaito got crushed to death.
Squish, squish, squish. Of course I missed. Of course I
Horrible video.
fucking missed.
In the hangar.
Which
I've only got fucking 4 minutes. We're good.
Kokichi's the culprit.
Get to Himiko's statement.
Crushed to death.
Squish, squish. I fucking did it again.
Horrible video.
Guy can't be off a pixel, that's for sure. I bet I'm shooting a pixel or two too high.
There's no doubt that
There's a
Kokichi...
tight hitbox. You must be touching a letter. Okay, fuck you. I'll even fucking get a crit, goddammit. Well shit. Smack.
The safety function would make it impossible to kill Kaito with the press.
A safety function.
Yes, it was written on the safety precautions. The hydraulic press will automatically stop if its infrared sensor detects a living organism.
So the hydraulic press won't move at all if there's a living person under it?
Which is why it couldn't have been used to kill Kaito.
Which means it's more likely that Kaito was crushed after being killed by some other means.
So what we saw in that video, he was already dead by then?
But you could disable the infrared sensor of the safety function with an electro bomb.
No, I don't think Kokichi would use an electro bomb for that purpose. It would have taken down the hangar's alarm system and Exosol's remote control.
It would have put Kokichi at a significant disadvantage.
But you can't be too sure I wouldn't do that. I'm the type who would do anything for fun.
Also, we don't have any evidence of a different murder method other than the hydraulic
No, we do. I have a plausible theory for the murder.
What?
Yes, there is a clue that suggests the victim was killed before being crushed. I found it somewhere around the hydraulic press. Bloodstain?
This is it! There was a swipe pattern bloodstain in the
Somewhere
paint,
around the
suggesting
hydraulic
a
press.
body was dragged.
How about fucking painting the fucking a line through the whole room?
The bloodstain goes from the bathroom all the way to the press.
Oh, that was the restroom where Kaito was being held, wasn't it?
Bloodstains were also found inside the bathroom. That can't be coincidence.
So Kaito was killed in the restroom, then dragged to the press and crushed?
If the bloodstain even was Kaito's.
What?
We only guessed that Kaito was killed in the bathroom. Since his body was crushed, we'll never know if Kaito died some other way.
We might not be able to examine the body, but we do have evidence that suggests a cause of death. What piece of evidence is linked to the cause of death? I'm gonna guess the hole.
There! The small hole on the sleeve of Kaito's coat is the key to his cause of death.
The small hole? No. There is no way that hole's got anything to do with the weapon. Nipples too? I'll hit you with my everything you buy will go on sale the next day curse.
I mean, it's a pretty brutal curse.
Himiko, what's wrong? Why are you freaking out all of a sudden? I'm not freaking out. I'm just saying it's impossible for the weapon to be that small.
No, it's not impossible. I can show you. The weapon that left that small hole in Kaito's sleeve. Crossbow. Where's the bolt?
This is it!
Yeah, getting all my influence back. Very good.
I believe the weapon was the crossbow found in the bathroom.
A crossbow arrow would certainly leave a hole that small.
Nipples too?
Can we then conclude that Kaito was shot with that crossbow? If so, that crossbow just might be the actual murder weapon used to kill Kaito.
I see. So surprising that a crossbow is the murder weapon. Seriously, Himiko, what's wrong?
She probably needs to pee. Anyway, about Kaito getting shot. If that was his cause of death, then I wonder who shot him with the crossbow. Well, I already know, but I won't tell you.
He's just playing with us.
Then let's show him that playtime is over. Let's show him that the students of Hope's Peak Academy will never submit to despair.
Hope? Despair? I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
We couldn't go in the hangar. The alarm system and electric barrier were in the way.
Oh, okay.
If we couldn't go in the hangar, and Kokichi had been in there, then he must be the one.
I see, so I'm the culprit.
Kaito would have been in there, but the murder weapon was a crossbow. Knowing that, we should be able to visualize the
I
murder.
wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right guys?
Bathroom
Who
window.
else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
Okay.
That's wrong! Even without going in the hangar, it was possible to land a shot with a crossbow. There was a window in the bathroom of the hangar. Maybe it wasn't possible to get in, but you could have shot through the window. And remember that Kaito was confined to the bathroom.
So if they shot Kaito through the window, they could have killed him in the hangar. Which means the murder suspect list grows to 6 people, including me!
What did you say? But put plainly, that means...
It seems Shuichi wants to make one of us the culprit. Is that it? Is that what a detective does?
Emotional much?
Huh?
Do detectives always accuse people, even when they're friends? It seems like it. You suspected Kaito in the previous class trial, too. You're always suspicious of your friends.
What's wrong, Maki? You seem like you're kind of on edge.
Of course I am. When we said we would defeat the remnants of despair, someone got in our way.
No, you don't understand. I'm not trying to...
It doesn't matter how much you get in my way. I will absolutely defeat Kokichi. I won't let despair escape. I won't let it win.
Now, let's stop this boring fight and continue on with the not-so-boring trial. So we all agree that the murder could be done by anyone and not just me, right?
That might be true, but I didn't know about the window.
Neither did I.
Really, Himiko? What's the matter? You've been weird since we mentioned small holes.
Nipples too!
What? Are you after my small hole too?
Nipples too!
See? Now that's definitely weird.
Look at it this way. Just because the culprit could be anyone, not everyone is a suspect. We can pretty much narrow it down to anyone who knew about the crossbow.
I never knew about any crossbow. In other words, I'm not suspicious. There's no way you can consider me.
It does concern me that Himiko went to the hangar last night.
Whoa, really? You went to the hangar, Himiko?
Yes, she did. I definitely saw her.
You were watching me?
It's awfully suspicious if you went to the hangar last night. Okay, then the culprit is Himiko.
Wait! Don't say it's me! Maki's more suspicious than I am.
What?
What?
That crossbow came from your research lab, right? You could have gotten that crossbow whenever you wanted. Anyone could have gone to her research lab, though. She's not the only suspect. I don't know about that. She's definitely the most suspicious. Even if you make that scary face at me, I'm not gonna get scared.
Because if you start panicking, then we'll know that you're the culprit.
I said I'm not the culprit! I swear! Kokichi's the suspicious one! Maki too! They're both the culprits!
Why am I a suspect? Anyone could have entered my research lab.
Yeah, I'll admit that I'm suspicious. Okay, maybe I am the culprit.
Freeway.
Maybe I'm the
I'm the
culprit.
culprit.
I'm the number one suspect because I was in the hangar.
I
You
was
are
only
the
using
culprit.
my magic. What do you
Did
mean?
not come from
the
me.
crossbow.
There's a good magic source around here. So I went there
Then who
empty
I'm the
handed.
number one suspect.
Evo's account. He saw you with the bag.
You said that you went to the hangar empty-handed, but that's a lie, isn't it?
What are you talking about? It's not a lie.
But Kibo saw you. He said you were headed toward the hangar carrying a large black bag.
Yes, Himiko was definitely carrying a large black bag.
No! That was probably Tsumugi cosplaying as me! You know I can't cosplay as someone unless they're a fictional character?
Himiko, this is the bag you were carrying, isn't it?
That's the crossbow case.
There's no mistake. That is the bag I saw Himiko carrying.
What? Hold on. Himiko Himiko went to the hangar with a crossbow?
Uh-oh. Well, it's decided then.
Wait! That's wrong! I just brought it there. I didn't shoot it! It's the truth! Please believe me!
You're right. I believe you. Himiko is totally telling the truth.
Not you! If you believe me, it makes me look like I'm lying!
That is true. Can we really trust Himiko here? She was acting very suspiciously.
I'm not the culprit!
Yeah, I totally agree.
I only carried the case.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even use the crossbow!
Another true statement.
And that's all! I didn't do anything else in the hangar!
100% exactamundo.
Shit.
Why does this all sound so fishy?
Flashback case. Might be the crossbow.
Because Kokichi won't shut up! Get out of my head, Kokichi!
So Kaito with the crossbow, you'd have to be fairly good with it.
I'm not the culprit!
Yeah.
I totally agree. That's true too! Even use the crossbow!
Ugh,
Another
I missed.
Didn't do anything else in the hangar!
Maybe this is also right. Crossbow in the second statement.
The culprit! Yeah, I totally agree.
Yep, that's true too.
Even use the crossbow! Another true statement.
She's full chipmunk. Spit up.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Alright.
That's true too. The crossbow!
I agree.
Made it a little hard to shoot. I had to time that.
I don't think Himiko used the crossbow. More accurately, she couldn't use it.
Couldn't use it? Why not?
The crossbow inside this case was disassembled. Kaito and I learned how to assemble the crossbow from Maki, so we could have done it. But I don't believe someone without the proper training could have assembled it.
Well, what if Maki taught Himiko how to assemble the crossbow?
He didn't teach me that! Right, Maki? What's wrong? Are you mad about before? Sorry. I thought they were gonna suspect me, so I lied.
I really have to question your morals if you're blaming Maki for your lie, Himiko.
I don't think you're allowed to say something like that. I'm sorry, Maki. Please, can you tell them the truth?
Fine. I'm not going to lie. I didn't teach Himiko how to assemble the crossbow. She couldn't have used it.
See? I told you! It's just like I said. Everyone who suspected me needs to apologize right now! She changed back so fast. I think I might have whiplash now.
Then, why did you bring the crossbow to the hangar, Himiko?
I was asked to.
Asked to. Perhaps the person who asked was... Kaito?
That's it! Was it Kaito?
Huh? Kaito?
Only Kaito or Kokichi would have asked for a crossbow to be brought to the hangar. Because Kaito knows how to assemble the crossbow, he certainly could have used it. Knowing that, I can't imagine that anyone else would have asked Himiko.
I do not think she would bring it at Kokichi's request.
Of course not. Why would I ever listen to Kokichi?
Cause I know you like me.
Nuh-uh! I hate you!
But I like you.
Hey, don't play with Himiko's heart!
Feels! But to think that Kaido asked Himiko to do that. Maybe Kaido is trying to keep the promise we made yesterday. Don't you worry, I'll do something about all this. That's a promise. All you guys are working so hard, so I can't just sit back and relax.
But why were you keeping that a secret, Himiko?
Well, Kaito sorta asked me to keep it a secret. Then Kaito died and I got scared. I thought it was gonna be next.
You're the worst for trying to pin the blame on Maki just for that reason. Maki, teach this dumb monkey the true terror of human beings.
Don't bully the person you like. This is way beyond bullying a grade school crush.
Himiko, when exactly did Kaito ask you to do this?
I think it was around evening yesterday. I was so nervous about fighting Kokichi, I couldn't get to sleep. So I took a walk near the hangar, and that's when Kaito called out to me. I got startled and wet myself a little, and then he asked me to get him a crossbow. That one part was, you know what? Never mind. So if Kaito asked for a crossbow,
TMI.
he was going to kill Kokichi? No, he said it was to disable Kokichi. I wouldn't have helped him otherwise. I trusted Kaito and took a crossbow from Maki's lab.
That's when I witnessed Himiko.
But then, what did Kaito do after he had the crossbow? I don't know. I just handed him the crossbow, then went right back to the dorm.
Presumably, Kaito tried to attack Kokichi, only to be disarmed of the crossbow. And then, Kokichi returned fire and shot Kaito. That sequence of events seems logical.
No, it happened a little differently. Both Kaito and Kokichi shot the crossbow.
And there's proof of that. 3 arrows, I guess. No.
Damn it!
I guess the Kokichi's closed then.
This is it! Remember that when we found Kokichi's clothes, there were holes on the back and sleeve. The same kind of hole that was found in Kaito's coat.
Kokichi was shot by the crossbow too? And it was Kaito who shot him, right?
I'm not sure. I don't remember anything like that.
You don't remember whether or not you were shot?
There is no doubt that they shot each other with the crossbow, but...
It doesn't matter.
Huh?
It doesn't matter what happened in between. In the end, Kokichi killed Kaito.
Maki's been acting strangely. But why? Does she know something? If so, what does she know?
Maybe Maki's right. It doesn't matter what happened in the middle. Because in the end, there's no mistake that Kokichi killed Kaito.
Then let's hurry up and vote.
No, it's too soon. There are still mysteries.
Who cares about that? We already know who the culprit is.
You sure about that?
Huh?
What? Now he's joining in?
As the one running this trial, it bothers me when anyone says mysteries don't matter. It affects the overall entertainment value, so I encourage you to really think about things. After all, there should be some mysteries that still matter. For example, is Kokichi really inside that exisal? Stuff like that.
What?
What are you saying? We already finished that discussion a while ago.
Kokichi's gotta still be alive since the killing game's still going. His voice is even coming from the exisal and everything.
But we heard it speak in Kaito's voice earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, don't rely on that. After all, this exisal has a voice changer.
Nani?
Because of that, nobody realizes I'm pretending to be Kokichi. But no more! Sorry for the wait, guys. The luminary of the stars has arrived. This time for real.
What? What's going on?
I told you, I'm Kaito. I was just pretending to be Kokichi is all. There's a bit of a situation going on, so I didn't really have a choice. Sorry about tricking you guys like that. My bad.
Huh? So Kaito's in there after all?
Don't be stupid. How many times are you going to be tricked by him? That's Kokichi pretending to be Kaito.
Hey now, Maki Roll. Don't you believe me?
Don't ever call me that!
Whoa there, chill. You really think I'm Kokichi?
Gonna force throw you.
I mean, I guess I understand. Sorry, I can't really get out of this thing right now.
Why not?
I can't move because of the injury I got from Kokichi. It's so bad I can't even stand. That's why I'm in this exisal.
Is that so?
But if you guys don't believe me, then we can't move on. So, you're up, Shuichi.
What? Me?
Explain to everyone how I wasn't the one that died.
Kaito is alive after all. No. Maybe that's just what I want to believe. Is it really true? What story does the evidence tell? Does the story end of Kaito or Kokichi being the victim? I need to give a well-reasoned answer to that question, and soon. I can't look away from the truth. The victim of this case is... I'm just going to go number 1. Yep, okay. This is kind of like, fuck. I know the answer, but I don't actually know what one wants me to pick there. I'm trying, I really am, but I can't think of anyone other than Kaito. Most of the evidence we have points to Kaito. At times change controllers. Might just take a quick pee break as well. We'll BRB, guys. Boop. Oh, hello there, Celestia Ludenberg. Yeah, it's been no secret to us, the people playing the game, or the audience, that Kaido's been sick. Been revealed to us before the characters themselves. Alright, most of the evidence points to Kaito.
Just hurry up and tell everyone why I'm not dead. Should be easy.
No, I won't. Because you're not Kaito.
You're not
Kaito is
Kaito.
already dead.
Despair will never die! Good, good! This is already more entertaining!
Means we get the mode with the cool song.
Now, the Ultimate Academy of...
okay.
All right!
Yep. He says the same thing every time. Right. Drop the beat.
I suspect that Kaito is inside the Exisal.
Shit,
I
Exisal,
got
yep.
this. Unless he comes out of the exercise.
You don't have to listen to what they're saying, you just gotta look out for the keywords.
He said that he can't leave the Exisal because he's injured.
Injured,
Is it
No.
possible that Kokichi got crushed instead of Kaito?
really injury over injured, I've been foiled.
Kaito was the one who crushed.
You have to do it
On
again.
Kokichi's shirt.
Arrow
I want to believe
holes.
Kaito is
Okay.
still alive and defeated the master.
The master might.
Why are you so opposed to Kaito being alive?
I got this. Because the
Injury and
evidence
arrow
doesn't-
holes. And we're gonna have to do it again.
But he said that he...
I suspect that Kaito is inside the
I
Exisal.
got this. Unless he comes out of the exisal. We can't confirm that.
He said that he can't leave the Exisal because he's injured.
Injury. Really.
Anyone who knows about
my
Kaito's
look for the
injury-
keyword strategy is like hurting me here.
Is it possible that Kokichi got...
Did you watch the footage? Kaito was the one who got crushed.
But there was an arrow hole on
I
Kokichi.
got this. Kaito's clothes had arrow holes too.
I want to believe Kaito is...
The
Muck.
mastermind is still alive. Inside that Exisal.
Why are you...
I got this. Because the evidence doesn't support the claim that Kaito is still alive.
And now we gotta bash buttons.
This is our answer.
I don't want to believe it. In a way, I still can't. But the evidence shows that Kaito must be the one who died.
Yeah, I think Samugi's pretty low.
I hate it so much.
I guess my chat just haven't flat out hated her. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, two points throughout the whole game's runtime.
I see. If that's the conclusion you've arrived at, Shuichi, then there must be no mistake.
By all means, you can always spend your mono coins, provided you have some, and vote it down yourself.
Looks like I messed around too much.
Standing or hating is absolutely encouraged.
Sorry, that was just a little joke.
What a sick joke!
You're still an asshole.
True, and I can't forgive him. But we still need to stay calm, be rational. Because we need to get to the truth of Kaito's death.
Yeah, just keep calm and carry on.
Why are you saying that? What part of that was calm?
This is calm
Getting
sweat.
back on topic, why don't we examine the crossbow a little more closely? I think we need to get all the facts straight, so we don't fall for any more lies.
I agree, but what do you think, Maki?
Fine.
Fine.
Okay, let's discuss that then.
Why are you acting like you're in charge of things?
So if we assume that Kaito and I shot each other with the crossbow, then the most efficient way to solve this is to set up a timeline of events.
Hey, I said, why are you...
Alrighty then, let the debate begin!
Alrighty, more non-stopper debate.
When the crossbow fired, what was even going on?
If you need to ask, you were there! The crossbow was in Kaito's possession first. He probably fired the first shot at Kokichi too.
Then Kokichi disarmed Kaito, took the crossbow, and returned fire.
I didn't take the crossbow from Kaito. I secretly brought a different one.
But only one crossbow was taken. The other two are still in my research lab.
Still, only one arrow was fired.
It's right there in the truth bullet. It's right there in the name of the truth bullet.
Wait, Himiko.
Did any of you cunts investigate?
Well, I only gave Kaito one arrow, so...
Are you positive?
Of course!
Oh, a big
There's
blood
no
trail
way
going
I
through the
got it
hangar.
wrong.
That's what that was.
Well then, that's strange, because... there were 3 arrows in the back room, remember?
Going back to Danganronpa 1.
3?
Like, no one else doing
No,
investigating
neither
except for, like, Kyoko, fucking Makoto, and Byakuya.
Kaito even told me to only bring him one. He said he wanted to avoid fighting.
There are 3 arrows at the scene, but Himiko said that she only brought 1. What is going on here?
Maybe Kokichi had some hidden way?
Why would Kokichi have 2 arrows when he didn't have a crossbow to fire them?
But we know for certain that 3 arrows were recovered from the scene. And all 3 arrows had blood on them.
And altogether, their clothes had 3 perforations in them.
Perforations.
So we know for certain that they shot 3 arrows at each other.
Where did those arrows come from? I don't think that Himiko is lying. There must be some angle to this we haven't considered yet. What is it? What could have happened? Think. I need to think. We're going for a drive. Alright. Playing some outrun. Oops. Fuck. Is that like the first time I've ever crashed? I think it is. How many arrows did Himiko give Kaito? 1 arrow. Whoop. Get in, bitch! It's one of my thinking bitches. Oh, I missed a fucking Monokuma. Not that I fucking care, but... cheeky that they put them in there, to be honest. Were all the arrows inside the hangar from the start. Yes? Nope. I just gotta try it again. Nice and easy. Yes, I said with reluctance. It's like a fucking outrun that had 6 of Hotline Miami. Ugh. Shit. Who brought the 2 arrows? Not Himiko. Oh, third party then. GG easy.
It connects. Could it be that the additional arrows were brought in by a third party?
A third party? So someone besides Kokichi or Himiko?
That's just a guess, though. There's no way a third party exists.
If a third party did exist, why would they bring 2 arrows?
Kaito was the only one with a crossbow. I made sure I handed it to him.
Kaito said he only needed 1 arrow. Clearly, he didn't want to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
So the other 2 arrows weren't for Kaito. They were for the third party to use themselves.
So the third party didn't hand the arrows through the window. Instead, they went into the hangar and shot the crossbow themselves?
Impossible. There was an alarm system and an electric barrier around the hangar.
Yeah. That hangar should have been completely closed off, right?
It was completely closed off, but can we confirm that? I feel like there might be another way, some way that we haven't figured out yet. I'm overlooking something. Think! Turning into Winnie the Pooh all of a sudden. Think! What method did the third party use to enter the hangar? Exosol? Yeah, okay. There's an X trying to get away from me here. I want that eye. Oh, I saw it. S getting away here. Okay, give me an A. There we go.
I see now. That's it. The Exosol. The Exosol could be used to enter the hangar. We couldn't get in because of the alarm system and the electric barrier. But that shouldn't have been a problem for any of the Exosols, right? So if you wanted to enter the hangar, all you had to do was pilot an Exosol.
I saw an Exosol enter the hangar last night. So was this third party piloting it?
By the way, I just want to confirm something with Monokuma. Would the alarm still go off if there was a person inside an Exosol?
Well, I wasn't trying to keep this secret, but since it's about the details of the hangar, I guess I can tell you guys. It makes sense that the alarm system and electric barrier wouldn't react to an Exosol. After all, the hangar is where the Exosols are supposed to be stored. It'd be a hassle to disable the security every time an Exosol comes and goes, you know? So even if someone is inside an Exosol, the security system wouldn't catch them. Because it'd be a hassle to leave the Exosol every time you have to put it away.
So it's like Shuichi said? A third party got in an Exosol and entered
And
the
Himiko the Hedgehog.
But
I can't unsee it.
anyone pilot an Exosol?
Well, Kokichi,
It's surprisingly easy. If you use both hands, both feet, and both nipples, you can do it.
Nipples too!
There it is! I've been fucking using that voice line since the start.
Nipples too!
Anyway.
Well, there we go, guys. Now you know where it comes from.
And infiltrated the hangar. That same person must have brought the other 2 arrows with them.
I told you that's impossible.
Nipples too!
Huh?
There's no way you can get through security if you pilot an Exosol. It's not possible.
What? Not possible.
Maki, what are you talking about? What are you thinking? What do you know? Why are you trying to hide it? Why? Why won't you tell me?
If someone was piloting the exasol, they could have used it to enter the hangar.
That's not possible.
Is operating the exasol?
Hangar's front shuttle, electric barrier. If someone approaches it, an alarm will sound throughout the academy. Alarm can be disabled with the alarm remote. That sounds like it might be useful. Control panel for the electric barrier is next to the shuttle. It has marks on it, so it's struck by something sharp.
Really that difficult?
Do we even know how to get inside an exasol? Outside the hangar, there were 4 exasols. And they were all moving, too.
I was controlling them remotely.
Electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers were still recharging.
Nah, we
There's no way to
found
stop
the
an
used
exasol.
one.
It would have been impossible.
You're right, it's...
If someone was caught in the exercise, they could use it to enter the hangar. That's not possible. Do we even know how to get inside an exercise? Outside the hangar, there were 4 exercises. And they were all moving too. I was controlling
Controlling them remotely.
electro
Hammers weren't an option.
Yesterday,
All the hammers were still recharging.
That's wrong!
That's wrong! It's wrong, you fucking robot motherfucker!
Not all of the electro hammers were being charged. I know because I found one. There was a used electro hammer near Monokuma and the exasols.
That electro hammer used by the third party? Maybe they used it to disable an exasol.
Yes, I think so. When I saw them last afternoon, there were 4 exasols. But this morning, there were only 3.
I noticed that too. Was the missing exasol taken by this third party?
Shuichi is getting warmer. How about you say the answer right now? Who did it? Who is this third party?
The identity of the third party. The electro hammer gives us a clue. I saw 4 exasols at the scene yesterday when I went to meet up with Kaito. This morning when we were trying to get into the hangar, there were 3. The culprit must have used the electro hammer between yesterday afternoon and this morning. There's only one person among us that I think could do that. You're ahead of me, Shuichi. Honestly, gonna go for Kokichi? Nope. I'm talking about the third party here. Okay. Okay.
It's you!
Nah.
Maki. You're the third party we're looking for, aren't you?
What? It's Maki?
What are you saying?
Remember what Kokichi said.
But be careful, the electro hammer runs out of battery pretty quickly. So if you use it against an exasol, it'll run out of juice in just one shot. Got it?
The electro hammer needs to be recharged for 24 hours after it runs out of battery. That hammer was used last afternoon, so it couldn't have been used this morning.
Oh, right. When we were all gathered in the dining hall this morning.
Maki, where's your electro hammer? I don't need it. I'd rather not use a weapon I'm unfamiliar with. This is much better. I've got a knife.
Maki was the only one without an electro electro hammer, wasn't she?
Knowing that, the electro hammer I found could only have belonged to Maki. And that leads me to the conclusion that Maki must be the third party. She also knows how to assemble the crossbow and could have returned it to her lab later.
You brought a different crossbow than the one Kaito had, right?
Maki took 2 arrows and her own crossbow from her lab, disabled the exosaw with an electro hammer, and infiltrated the hangar. Now we just have to figure out what happened after.
I'll kill your logic. Why are you doing this?
Nani?
Why are you getting in my way?
Getting in your way? Maki, what are you...
Yes, I'm the third party.
Huh?
I admit to going into the hangar with an exosaw, and then shooting the crossbow. I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the culprit! You're right. I used the electro hammer. And I used the exosaw to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I'm not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
The crossbow is not the murder weapon? What do you mean?
The arrows left holes in their clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury.
I'll cut
Waiting
your
for it.
words.
None of your weird bullshit this time, Maki. One
It
try.
wouldn't matter where the arrow hit, if it were poisoned.
If it were poisoned.
I noticed something about the poison in my lab during the investigation. There was just a little less in the bottle than before. If that poison had been applied to those arrows, they would have been lethal, no matter where they connected.
Maki, do you have a rebuttal?
What's the matter? Why don't you say anything? Don't tell me. Are you really the culprit?
There's no way she is! Cause why would she kill Kaito?
I can't understand if you don't explain anything!
Maki is still fighting.
Huh? Fighting?
Do you remember that Maki said she would do anything to defeat Kokichi? Maki is trying to kill Kokichi in this class trial. She wants to kill the mastermind, a remnant of despair.
Then when Maki said she would sacrifice anything, she meant...
Sacrifice that Maki is talking about must be all of us.
That's it!
Damn.
She plans to sacrifice all of our lives in order to kill Kokichi.
Sacrifice us?
Then by hiding the truth, Maki was trying to get us to arrive at the wrong answer. Just to kill Kokichi and the rest of us along with him?
Doesn't that mean that Maki's the culprit?
She knew what happened and tried to hide it from us.
But that mischievous plan was ruined, all thanks to Shuichi here. Too bad, Maki. I already predicted this would happen.
You knew all along that Maki was the culprit. That's why you've been so calm.
This isn't over. Maybe we do have the truth now, but this isn't over. We have a choice to make. We don't have to follow where the evidence leads.
Huh? What do you mean?
Does this mean you're gonna vote for someone else, even if it's not the truth?
Someone else? You mean vote incorrectly on purpose?
What did you say?
Kaito told me that only I would be able to grasp what lies beyond the truth. That means finding the truth is not enough. We need to grasp the hope just beyond it. So Maki, please tell us the truth. The truth that only you know.
So Kaito said that to you. Then, does that mean you guys made up before he died?
Yeah, when I went to see him yesterday.
I see. Okay, I'll talk about it. Especially since it's my responsibility for involving everyone. Shuichi, you're so persistent. Were you always like that?
No, it's all thanks to Coyote.
Think so? Maybe
I ain't
Kaito's
Kaido.
charisma is starting to rub off on me.
That guy could be pretty stubborn.
Then, what really happened?
Maki, please tell us.
Please.
And so, Maki began telling the truth. A truth that would leave us all in shock.
Don't just start narrating things, you're ruining the mood.
I mean, that was pretty great, Monokuma. That's
Well, I guess this turn of events isn't exactly boring either.
And we're at the halfway point, the intermission. Where's this going, Sam Fam? I'm so keen to get it going myself that I'm just going to acknowledge what movie Monokuma's fucking referencing.
Well now.
It's not even that. It's just, yep, fuck it. Who cares? Sounds like Monokuma was just like, who cares? I think there was only a few lines of dialogue there.
The flashback light became the motive. When Kokichi remembered that he was a remnant of despair, I planned to kill him. I thought that if I killed him, this game, and the battle between hope and despair, would end. I was confident in my talent as an assassin. I knew I would be able to do it.
We've tried to end this killing game before, but...
You were naive.
Huh?
That's what I thought. I knew Kokichi would take advantage of my naivete, simply because it's him.
What's your favorite Monokuma moment so far?
Maki totally gets me.
Wouldn't be too short, mine.
That's why.
He's got a
I
few.
needed to settle it myself. I took the poison arrows and the crossbow, and broke into the hangar with an exisal. But when I entered the hangar, I saw something I never expected. Kaito and Kokichi were fighting each other. Kokichi was shot in the arm with a crossbow arrow, probably by Kaito when he fought back. Both of them stopped and looked at the exisal, most likely surprised by its sudden appearance. Kokichi immediately took out his remote and attempted to control the exisal I was in. I jumped out of the exisal before he could, and shot Kokichi in the back with an arrow. That should have been enough to stop him, since the arrow was coated with poison.
The Strike 9 poison, correct? But why pick that particular poison? Some of the poisons in my lab were far more lethal.
I wanted Kokichi to confess his true intentions before he died, and find out why he was always lying and trying to confuse us.
What do you mean?
If he was the mastermind, it would have been easier for him to hide in the shadows, right? He could have made it seem as if the late Junko was secretly behind this killing game. That way, he could reveal himself as the surprise mastermind to liven up the game. Because of his suspicious actions, anyone would already suspect him as the mastermind. Especially with that message in the courtyard. Kokichi said it was a hint, but was it necessary for him to go out of his way just for a hint?
As a remnant of despair, I imagine he wanted to feel the despair of his plan being thwarted.
I think that if he wanted the thrill, he would have carried out the plan carefully. So when his carefully laid out plan goes to waste, he would be in utter despair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maki must have wanted to hear it directly from Kokichi himself.
But it was pointless. I was a fool for thinking I could have a serious talk with him.
What are you talking about? Remnants of despair? What's that? I don't understand anything you're saying. But anyway, why are you starting a killing game when it should have ended. You already know it's all meaningless, and that I'm the mastermind. Do you love killing that much?
Shut up, you asshole! I realized it was pointless to continue the conversation, so I shot the final arrow. But then... What?
Kaito protected Kokichi?
Why? Why would Kaito protect Kokichi?
At that moment, my mind went blank. I knew I had to do something about the poison. I rushed to Shuichi's research lab for the antidote.
So you didn't have the antidote with you at the time?
I used Strike 9 poison to torture Kokichi for info, but I planned to kill him from the start.
That's so mean!
But that was my first mistake. Because of that,
You what?
I ended up killing Kaito. When I returned with the antidote, the hangar shutter had been closed. I assumed it was Kokichi's doing. But because of that, I couldn't enter the hangar anymore. I needed to give Kaito the antidote somehow, so I went to the bathroom window. Kaito, can you hear me? Quick, drink this antidote! After calling out to him, I chucked the antidote through the bathroom window. Kaito noticed it and grabbed the antidote, but Kokichi stole it from him.
Sorry, but I can't die here. Since I'm the mastermind of this killing game.
Wait! There's only one antidote!
Oh, you don't have to worry about Kaito. He fulfilled his dream, right? He already went to space.
Damn it!
Stop!
Phew, that feels so much better. I guess that's a wrap. Or maybe not. Because now another class trial is going to start.
You'd think you'd probably want to remove the poison-tipped arrows first.
You'll be the Blackened.
I'm no biologist.
The Blackened who killed Kaito.
That's just my thoughts.
I killed...
Shut it! Screw the class trials. Like hell am I gonna let you have your way?
Kaito! Why did you protect Kokichi? If you didn't help him, then...
I couldn't help it. Even if it's Kokichi, I can't have you kill anybody.
What?
Aw, Kaito wasn't protecting me. He was protecting Maki. The situation just got way worse. Maki is gonna become the Blackened responsible for killing you. All because you protected me!
So don't you worry, Makiro. I'm not gonna die that easily. Just leave it to me. I'll put an end to this killing game.
You're still full of energy, even like that. You really are not boring.
Not boring.
What?
It's like the best compliment Kokichi could give you.
I want to see what a dying Kaito can do. So, show me what you've got. I won't meddle with your plans.
What are you...
Don't mind me. Run, Makiro. Just hurry up and run. Run! And live! You gotta live!
But I refused to give up. I tried to enter the hangar by breaking the control panel with my knife. In the end, I couldn't.
So that's where the marks on the control panel came from, huh?
After that, I returned to the bathroom window once more, but I didn't see anyone. The bathroom door was closed.
You just
I
gotta
called
get me a
out,
beer.
but neither Kaito nor Kokichi answered. I couldn't do anything anymore. All I could do was leave. That's when I made up my mind. As the Blackened who killed Kaito, I would kill Kokichi during this class trial, in exchange for all of your lives.
So that's what happened.
Then Kokichi knowing what he knew still helped Maki cover up her crime?
Whoop, sorry.
Was that why you smushed Kaito in the hydraulic press?
Kaito wanted Maki to be spotless. As his friend, I felt obliged to help him.
How dare you make fun of him? You call yourself a friend? You enjoyed watching us suffer! You fucking asshole!
Ooh, Maki is so scary. Good thing I'm in this exosoul. Pretty sure Maki would have already killed me if I was out there in the flesh. So, what are everyone's plans now? With the truth out in the open, who are you guys gonna vote for? You can vote for me, but if you do, we'll all die together. Or vote for Maki and live. Well, choose whichever you want. I don't care either way.
Why? Why are you so calm? Your life depends on this too.
Who cares? Just choose already. Come on, who are you gonna vote for?
No, we can't vote yet. We don't have the whole truth. This case isn't over.
Huh?
Huh?
Thank you for telling us everything, Maki. Thanks to you, I finally understand. There's another hidden truth within your testimony.
A hidden truth?
Yes, I'm positive. Because there's something wrong with the testimony you've given us.
Part of Maki's testimony, it doesn't add up. Peachy drinking the antidote? No. The Maki being the black and then... Nope. The one that I fucking... Alright, the control panel being damaged.
Maki said she
Someone's not keeping up.
The control panel and into the hangar.
Someone's not keeping up.
But that doesn't make sense, because there's an alarm system on the shutter.
Oh yeah! The alarm should have gone off if someone got close to the shutter.
I was too focused to notice at the time. But now that you mention it, it is odd.
Maybe the sensor just missed her.
The security there isn't that sloppy.
It's alright, Shuichi, you still have some influence.
If a shady person got near the shutter, the alarm would have gone off without question.
Then why didn't the alarm go off?
Like I told you, this isn't over. There's still a hidden truth to find.
That's right, there must be some kind of reason behind all these oddities. Finding that reason will help us find the hidden truth.
I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe it was just broken.
Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel with her?
I'm not going to tell any more lies.
Seems like the alarm system itself is working properly. So what can we learn from that?
I did attempt to enter the hangar.
Someone approaches it, an alarm will sound throughout the academy. Can be disabled with an alarm remote. Control panel is next to the shutter. It has marks on it as though something was struck by something sharp.
And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
Exosols protect them on Akuma. Day before the body was discovered. Surrounding them in the courtyard. Giving commands to examine his movement. Hatch's electronic lock. One was in the storage of the cockpit closed, the other was in the middle of the hangar with its hatch open and its cockpit exposed. There's an electronic lock, only in one of the cubs could open.
If you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe it was just broken.
I guess we haven't established... I guess the hammer?
Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie.
I did attempt to enter the... I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife.
No. She doesn't lie.
I did attempt to enter the...
100% certainty.
Touch the shutter. The alarm would have... 100% certainty.
No, that's right. Okay. Yep. I knew we're gonna get to these points.
I did attempt to enter the hangar.
Alright, let's read the electro bomb.
Tried to destroy...
Gas particles last for about 2 hours. Kokichi had 2, Maki had 1.
Destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have... 100% certainty.
There's that.
That's wrong! There is a way to disable the alarm system. An electro bomb would take it down.
That's right. Don't get game overed by it.
But Maki only had one bomb, and she used it during the raid this morning.
Then the only other person who could have used one is Kokichi, right?
Huh? Why would I use an electro bomb? I had no reason to shut off the alarm, right? I'd be at a disadvantage if I did that.
I guess so. I can't come up with a reason why Kokichi would want to cut the alarm.
But we know that the alarm system was neutralized and had to be. In that case, then.
I've got it! Disabling the alarm system wasn't the real objective.
What?
Main objective of Kokichi using the bomb was... yeah. Disable the press's safety function.
That's it! It was to deactivate the safety function on the press.
Deactivate the safety function?
The electro bomb wouldn't have just taken down the alarm system. It also would have disabled the hydraulic press's safety function.
That's true, but why would he do that?
There's only one reason that anyone would want to do that. If I'm right, it means that we've been thinking about this all wrong.
All wrong.
What aspects of this case runs contrary to the new evidence? Credibility of the death video. Nope. Okay. Maybe the bomb affected the death video something on that. Okay. Man, it's gonna come into it. Well, piece of evidence, Kaido's cause of death.
That's it!
That's
Kaito's cause of death.
What?
If the electro bomb was used while Maki was trying to deliver the antidote, maybe Kaito didn't die by poison. It could be something else entirely.
Yes, the cause of death can now be... Other than the poisoned arrow, what is the other potential cause of death? The hydraulic press.
This is it! The hydraulic press. Kaito could have been killed by the press after all.
What? He could have?
If the safety was off, the press could have crushed Kaito while he was still alive.
Right after I threw the antidote, I tried to open the shutter. So, Kaito should have still been alive.
And if he was crushed by the hydraulic press after that, then we have our cause of death.
If that's the case, it'd mean the one who killed Kaito wasn't Maki.
It would be whoever was operating the hydraulic press. Kokichi.
I see. Very impressive. The hydraulic press could have been the cause of death. But that's just a possibility.
What do you mean?
It's possible that I killed Kaito with the press, but there's no way to know. Kaito's death could have been either the poison arrow or the hydraulic press. Both causes are possible, but you'll never be able to determine it. No matter what.
No matter what? That's not true. we can probably solve this mystery too. Right, Shuichi?
Is it really possible to determine Kaido's actual cause of death? I mean, no, there's no way. It's impossible. Most not possible.
I hate to admit it, but Kokichi is right. We have no way to prove the cause of death.
What did you say?
You can't check the body, and you don't have any conclusive evidence. You can't deduce any more from here on out. There's no way to know what happened. But I know, because I was actually involved.
So that's what you were trying to do. You were trying to commit an unsolvable murder.
Do you finally get it? Yep, that was my plan. The gimmick of this murder case isn't the unknown victim, but rather the unknowable culprit. No one understands but me. Only I know the answer. There's no more room for deduction here. Choose the culprit with your own intuition.
Intuition?
Are you troubled? I'm sure robots don't have intuition, right? But there's nothing you can do about it. This is just how the trial goes. So, who is the culprit? Maki or me? The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
Myself.
Hey, that's my line. I'm the one who decides when it's voting time.
Oh, come on. No one's gonna figure out the truth. Let's just vote already. This won't be a problem, right, Monokuma? Because you know who the culprit is, don't you? Just like you always do.
Huh?
Eh?
Yes, of course.
Yeah? What kind of a reaction is that?
The culprit, you say? Yes, of course I know.
Why do you seem so flustered?
Flustered? Me? What are you talking about?
What's going on with Monokuma right now?
Monokuma? Do you not know who the culprit is either?
Huh? Oh, what do you mean I don't know? What don't I know, huh?
You don't know, do you?
What does this mean? Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit is?
Dum dum dum! Monokuma doesn't know. What does that tell us about this case? Wait, this case?
Yes, that's it! So that's what Kokichi's real objective was.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Kokichi wasn't just trying to commit a murder that we couldn't figure out. He was trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either.
A murder Monokuma can figure out?
But what's the point of that? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
But consider how many elements of this case would be cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma always knew the specific details of each crime, correct? That must mean that he was using some way of monitoring us.
Perhaps there are hidden cameras strategically placed to avoid our detection.
I can't say for certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow. Kokichi probably used the electrobomb to scramble whatever that was. The electrobomb would prevent any cameras from sending video wirelessly.
Which means it wouldn't matter where the surveillance cameras were hidden.
Like I said, what's the point? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma!
Before we determine that for sure, I want to make one thing clear. If the objective were to create a crime that would stump Monokuma, the exosols... Yes, the exosols weren't protecting Monokuma. They were...
Bullying him. Watching him, I guess.
That's it! They were watching Monokuma.
Oh, you'll bully me!
Watching him?
Yes. Remember what Monokuma said earlier in the investigation?
Oh, at that time, the Exosouls are on autopilot and directed, oh, only observe me. I'm a
If they
bear,
were
I'm
protecting
blue
him
shitty.
like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him. They would have been scanning the area, watching us. But they weren't. That implies that they weren't watching us. They were watching him. They were trying to make sure that Monokuma wouldn't go near the crime scene.
That reminds me. Before I stole an Exosoul, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma. That's why when I stole one to enter the hangar, the other 3 didn't pursue me.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki.
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. So you share it instead. That way it'll be fair to all participants.
She didn't want to share that information because it would have linked her to the murder. In which case, it could only be Maki.
You're right. So to summarize this discussion, Kokichi used the electro bomb in the hangar and the Exosouls to watch Monokuma, thereby creating a scenario in which Monokuma has no idea who the culprit is?
I told you there's no point. Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma!
No, Kokichi might not be controlling Monokuma at all.
What?
But Kokichi's the mastermind, right? Shouldn't he be controlling
Nipples too!
Kokichi might not be the mastermind.
What? Nipples too!
Remember that the only reason we think that is because Kokichi told us. Monokuma hasn't said a word about that. It's possible that Kokichi is just lying to us.
No way I lied! I'm definitely controlling Monokuma. The mastermind of the killing game is totally me. The one who pitted humanity's last survivors against each other is... all me, baby.
Right. He's a remnant of despair. How do we forget that?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the mastermind.
Well, I guess. But is that really possible?
Well, Monokuma,
I can't answer that without causing problems, because I gotta run this trial fair and square.
Even more reason to give us the answer. If you don't tell us the truth right now, you'll be an accomplice to Kokichi's lies. Does that sound like a fair game? Would you say this class trial is fair?
Yeah, tell us. Is Kokichi the real mastermind or not?
No need to think about it. You're being way too forward.
Aren't you normally the forward one? I mean, I don't mind, because that's probably part of your strategy, too. But in the interest of fairness, I suppose it's time to tell the truth. Unlike the lies you love so much, the truth should be impartial to everyone.
and what is that truth?
I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, because he's not the mastermind.
Dum dum dum.
Nipples too!
Is that really true?
Kokichi was just messing with you. I never once said he was the mastermind.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
Yeah, that is what that would mean. With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world. Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
Do you want to know? Then I'll tell you. I'm getting kind of bored of all the lying, so everything I say now will be the truth, okay?
His deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
But what about the Exosol? If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so easily?
He just used Mew's remote control, right?
Use remote
So the
control.
remote that Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
Oh, you didn't know? Mew not only invented the electro bomb and the electro hammer, she also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device.
Fuck all y'all!
Kokichi just slapped a receiver on each of the exosols and took them for a spin.
Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
Fairness has nothing to do with it. I offered up that info purely out of spite. Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
Well, whatever. It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway.
What's going on? It seems like they're actually fighting.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
Were we just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time?
What were you trying to accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi?
Yeah! Now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so frustrating!
Then if he's not the mastermind, who is?
Why are you so certain there's even a mastermind to begin with?
Nani?
What do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
But I wanna know!
The real mastermind is not Kokichi. Who could it be? I was thinking it was Junko Inoshima, but that can't be it. She's dead. We've never come into contact with her. If so, who's done this? Who planned this killing game?
Anyway, this conversation is flowing
Big
off the
questions.
rails. Let's get things back on
Ooh,
track.
all for chapter 6.
This class trial is to figure out who the culprit is, not the mastermind. So, yeah, get to talking.
I agree. Before we worry about who the mastermind is or what my intent is, let's figure out the culprit!
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed to confirm the results?
We don't need to worry about that. Let's just leave the decision-making to Monokuma. But you gotta run the class trial too, so no mistakes, okay?
Are you trying to get me to do something?
You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore. You're gonna participate in the class trial from here on out. So, let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta use your brain too. This will be the final class trial. Me versus Monokuma.
You versus Monokuma?
When I play a game, I intend to win. But what's considered winning in this game? Beating the other players? No. Beating the game's mastermind is the true game. And that's how I'll win! That's why I decided to challenge Monokuma! If I can deceive Monokuma till the very end, then I'll be the winner!
You're dragging us around like this? Just so you can win a game?
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
But since the outside world is in total ruin, this game is the only entertainment we have. At least I can enjoy this game to the fullest and feel good winning.
You really are a remnant of despair. Your way of thinking is just chaotic.
Whatevs. Let's just get this started. If the students or Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the winner.
Don't underestimate me, or Shuichi and the others for that matter.
Nani?
It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy. If you think they're gonna make this easy for you, you better think again.
Whose side are you taking here?
Side? Isn't it obvious? Monokuma joins your party.
Who invited you?
Now, let's join forces and unravel the truth behind
Another good
this
Monokuma
case.
moment.
Well, we were going to do it anyway.
Let's just ignore Monokuma. His actions are always beyond comprehension.
Yeah! Let's just focus on the case! established what Kokichi is after.
He's just gonna keep talking anyway, isn't he?
In my experience, whenever you learn a new fact, you learn something else along with it.
Yes, let's look for that.
You warmed up to him real fast. I guess you are both robots.
So another truth comes out. That piece of evidence makes more sense now. The evidence that I couldn't wrap my head around. Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is. What evidence needs to be analysed again? I'm guessing the video?
This is it! Let's discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic press. Kokichi said that he filmed that video to prove he was not the victim. But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma. So what about the video? It's pretty strange to present evidence that condemns you after all.
Then what kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
Maybe he crushed Kaito with a hydraulic press, so the cause of death would be unknown?
But if that were the only objective, there would be no need to film it. Discovering the crushed body would have been enough. No need to show us the film.
That's true.
I guess you're starting to fit in after all. If you get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you.
Trashy skank!
Huh? Really?
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show us the body being crushed.
No reason, really. That's just my twisted personality.
You're lying again, Kokichi. There's a method to your madness. If you want a Monokuma to make a mistake, then showing us the video must have something to do with trying to fool Monokuma. Taking the video of the murder but keeping the victim's identity hidden. What does it show? What doesn't it show? Victim.
I see now.
Woo! Speed running that one.
The victim.
Is it even possible? No, that's a question for later. For now, we know that...
If you show the moment of Kaito's death, of course it would lead us to believe he died. Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim. And that might be exactly the mistake Kokichi was going for.
Does that mean the victims were switched?
Switched?
Then it was some other dead body that got crushed by the hydraulic press?
Where would he even get another body?
There should be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body of a former victim.
If there was an unknown body. then
So what
we
are we
could
thinking happened,
switch.
Sam Fam?
But too bad. Switching the victims was impossible. The footage showed the body being crushed. When in the footage would they have been able to switch the victim? And we already established that the footage was not doctored in any way. The camera doesn't have any editing functions. Just play, record, and pause. Monokuma also said that no computer was used to edit the footage. Remember?
Damn it! Me and my big mouth!
Which means switching out the victim would not be possible. Also, if the victim was switched, then that would mean Kaito is still alive. We already discussed this so many times. The chance of that happening is impossible.
It might be possible.
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible. We just haven't noticed it yet.
Looks like it pauses.
Oh, and what trick is that? See? You don't know, do you? I already said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. There is a way it could be done. So we can't just give up here.
Hey, Shuichi. I'll think harder about this as well. So, Can you confirm whether or not the victims switch places? If Kaito is alive or not? I don't like the thought that I killed Kaito. I don't want that.
Okay then. Let's talk about the possibility that Makiro mentioned.
Kimiko, if you call her that again...
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Himiko just got Maki Roll privileges. And don't forget, you're not alone. I'm just gonna take a quick piss, guys. BRB. Alright, beer number 4. Why not? That's a lot for a stream. And don't forget, you're not alone. Don't try to do everything yourself. It's only going to wear you out. When times are hard, you're going to rely on your friends.
Yeah.
Luminary of the stars.
Jeez, you guys are a stubborn bunch. There's no trick.
That's probably another lie.
However, if the victims were switched, then that would mean the footage was altered. How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
If we could figure that out, maybe we'd know how they switched places.
I knew there was a trick to that video the whole time. Kokichi made it, so it's 100% suspicious.
That's a lie. The trick to that video. What could it be? What's suspicious about it? Oh, okay.
There must be some
video.
trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video.
Man, I am missing so many shots.
The hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Well, I agree.
I wish must be some trick.
Fine, back to Samugi's statement then.
That camera filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
Ah.
There
Alright.
must be some trick to that video.
you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick.
Safety functions. Gotta be the murder video. We've got more of the conversation.
About that when the stopped for a brief moment.
Could it be that the video was shot at another location?
Any other bright ideas? Come on, everybody, speak up!
The video shot from camera from the Exosol shows the moment Kaido was crushed by the hydraulic press. I feel like someone said something that gives us a clue. If we put our heads together, we can find the smallest hope. We won't fall into
Must be
despair.
some trick to that video.
You all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you?
If I get this wrong, I'm dead, that's all.
Person in the...
Let's just confirm if murder video is the fucking thing at all.
That the video was shot at another location?
Yeah, I don't think that's right, but just means murder video definitely isn't it.
Be some trick to that.
So it's settled. Oh, I got one more fuck up now.
There is no trick. You can check.
Hydraulic press. Yeah.
But there's no editing function in that camera.
Maybe that.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Actually, might be Samugi's statement of hydraulic press.
When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
It's also viable.
Another location?
Wasn't shot in another location. It's not Danganronpa 2.
Some trick video.
I'm gonna go for Samugi's statement with hydraulic press.
Did that camera... The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
It's decided. Shuichi did it. It was him. Yes, it was Shuichi. Alright. Retry. Blue statements are agree statements, remember. I'm gonna go with hydraulic press over Kibo saying that it stops for a moment. With the logic of it's next to the controls. That's kind of where I'm angling with it.
Hydraulic press stopped for...
I agree.
I was so close! So close.
Kibo is onto something. Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second?
Yeah, so I lost all my fucking health because I got hung up on the murder video truth bullet, and
Because
that
when
wasn't
Kibo
that.
and I first investigated that hydraulic press,
Yeah, the hydraulic press bullet does explain that
The
it
hydraulic
has an up
press
and
kept
down
lowering itself
function.
without stopping.
but in the video,
The hydraulic press stopped briefly? Right before it crushed the body?
But why would it stop?
Why did the press stop? There's only one reason I could think of. Oh god, what a time for a fucking mind mine. Game being like, oh yeah, you haven't done this mode yet. Here it is. What the fuck is that? Looks like an exosol. Show question, why did it come to a stop? I guess I'm looking for the control panel? I mean, what is this? Ugh, yuck. Big yuck. Not too bad. Okay, it's better. Oh! I can't believe I did that. Definitely not the exosol. Nah, I think it's over here. think that's the control panel. There we go.
I see it!
I see it!
The only way to stop the hydraulic press is the force stop button.
An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which would have interfered with the safety function. There'd be no way to stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the force stop button.
When you say someone, you mean Kokichi, right? He was the only one there.
Actually, maybe I pressed it by accident. I don't really remember. So what of it? The press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can you?
That's true.
There's also the question of how the bodies got switched while the camera was rolling. That would have clearly been caught on camera.
Oh, the camera was
I
rolling.
see. It wasn't just the press that stopped.
Huh? Huh? What do you mean?
If you stop something else at the same time you stop the hydraulic press,
Yes, I see now. That's how the bodies were switched. If you stop that, you could easily have swapped the bodies easily. Oh my god. Alright. What else was stopped with the hydraulic press? Not a hammer. The hammer was stopped with the hydraulic press. Guess I'm looking for the camera. What is that? I believe that's the camera, so it's what I want.
I see it! The culprit stopped the video camera at the same time as the hydraulic press.
The only thing I will have to say as someone who's got a little camera experience, you would have fucking needed a tripod for this situation, but oh well.
Then, while the camera was off, they switched the body under the hydraulic press. After the body
Keep
was
the shot and
stopped,
the setup exactly the same.
started simultaneously. So it just looks like the press stopped for a moment.
That's what I've been saying this whole time!
When did you ever say that?
So they stopped at the same time. The camera position did seem odd to me. But now I get it. The trick wouldn't work unless it was set up there.
Huh? Why?
To get the trick we just described to work, the camera had to be set up precisely.
Pin that down. Where was the camera set up? Here, right?
There!
There!
The video camera must have been set up somewhere around here. To operate the press and the camera at the same time, you would have to be near the switch.
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle. If they were recording it like normal, they would have used a better angle.
And if it was recorded at such an odd angle, then that proves the trick was used.
Hammering, huh? Looks like your cosplayer experience is finally useful.
Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
There was a reason the camera was set up there, but also a reason for the height. When the press was stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct? That was intentional. The body is mostly hidden by the press, making the swap easier.
The camera must have been placed at such a high position so it would produce that angle.
I wonder if they used that tripod in the hangar to adjust the camera's height.
What tripod in the hangar?
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez, that place is like a 4D pocket.
I don't see no tripod in the hangar. Oh well, at least it's somewhat realistic.
That logic is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle trick and switched the victim in the hydraulic press. In that case, Kaito is...
Or he was crushed by the press. He was swapped with a different body.
And if there was clearly a tripod in the fucking hangar, then I've had too much to drink.
So Kaito's still alive!
Well, wait just a minute.
What? But I just summed it up so nicely.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned, what are you talking about?
The bodies from the other cases. Kokichi's the mastermind, so he... Wait, the mastermind?
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind, so I don't think he'd be able to produce a body to switch out.
What?
Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be reused?
Oh, how nostalgic.
Very well, I'll answer that.
You're giving in pretty easily.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair. This discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
You're a convenient mastermind, but I guess that makes defeating you worth my time.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body. That is impossible! All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
Thrown away?
The other bodies are... gone? Then who did Kaito switch places with?
Kokichi and Kaito were the only ones in the hangar at that time. If they were the ones, the only ones present during the body swapping trick, then the real victim was... Could have been the mastermind who's in this trial right now. The other person in the hangar. Okay. Doi! If it wasn't an old body, it could only be...
What's wrong, Shuichi? Who did Kaito switch places with?
Maki, I think I missed something very important here.
Something important?
If I have the timeline right, there were only 2 people in the hangar at the time, which means that something had to have been decided before. I have to pin that down. Can't let anything escape me this time. Motive? Victim? What? I guess it wasn't an M. Body swapped with only 2 people in the hangar. Victim... helped. Victim helped.
I can't believe I overlooked this. What do you mean? There were only 2 people in the hangar at the time the bodies were swapped. Which means we were working together.
Huh? Working together?
The only 2 people involved in the swap were the victim and the culprit. The culprit was operating the camera and the hydraulic press, while the victim lay inside. If they switched places while the press and the camera were stopped, then the person who turned the camera and the press back on was the original victim. To put it simply, both people operated the press and camera at different times. An impossible trick. Unless the victim and culprit agreed to cooperate beforehand.
Victim and culprit cooperated? Is that even possible?
It sounds bizarre, but perhaps that was the whole point. Commit a crime that was so confusing, even Monokuma would be tricked.
Jeez, this culprit's a real jerk.
See, even that's a great Monokuma line.
So, have you realized who done it yet?
Culprit of the case. If my detective work hasn't failed, the culprit is inside the exisal. It can only be them.
The apparent victim we saw in the video was Kaito, which means Kokichi was operating the hydraulic press and camera at first. If the two of them switched while the press was stopped, then the culprit who started the hydraulic press again and crushed Kokichi.
It means that this victim was one hardcore son of a bitch.
So, the person inside that exisal.
Yes, I agree to get fucking flattened by a hydraulic press. That must be one of the most painful ways to die.
What did you say?
I guess once your fucking brain pops, it wouldn't last much longer, but
So the culprit for this case is
sure, the moments leading up to that would fucking
Kaito
fucking
Momota.
suck.
That is what the ultimate detective has deduced, right?
Kaito is the culprit? What? You're joking, right? You can't be serious.
I don't want to believe it either, but it's the only way any of this makes sense. My detective work has led me to the conclusion that Kaito is the culprit.
Is that true?
see, I'm trying to get to the end of this trial. If y'all haven't figured it out, we're so close to the end. It
Answer
hurts.
us! If you really are Kaito, then...
I'm the culprit.
But honestly, yeah, if we start getting to the 9 o'clock part, I'm gonna look for just any good excuse to hurry things along and wrap it up.
There's just no way that Kaito can still be alive. Because I'm the culprit.
Wait,
I'm
you?
Malcolm X.
But didn't you say...
saw
I'm
it
the
with my
Blackened.
own eyes.
I'm the Blackened. I'm the Blackened.
Kokichi drank the antidote that he stole from Kaito. There's no doubt Kaito died. And he died because of my poison arrow.
But you told us you didn't want to kill Kaito.
Yes, I never wanted to. I wanted to believe that I didn't kill him. But the truth speaks differently. In the end, I was just running away from the
No,
facts.
no, in the end, Maki, you're just drawing this trial out
I don't
further.
understand.
Maki, are you trying to protect Kaito? If he's the culprit, you're trying to help him get away?
There was only one antidote, so it's more likely he died from my poison arrow. This is the truth.
It's not decided yet. I could have still killed him with the hydraulic press. Either way, those are the two options. Monokuma knows the answer, right?
Huh? Are those the only options?
I guess that's how things turned out.
No, that can't be. The person in that exisal is...
It's not Kaito! I saw Kokichi drink the antidote! There's no mistake. Kaito is dead. I killed Kaito. There is absolutely no doubt. That's the truth.
Ah, I thought so. Maki is trying to protect Kaido. I understand how she feels, but if Kaido is the culprit, why did he agree to Kokichi's plan? I can't imagine that Kaido would do something so selfish. There must be a reason for it. I truly believe that. I have to get to the bottom of this before I can uncover the truth.
But Maki, you don't know for certain that Kokichi drank the antidote.
What?
You saw him drink it right in front of you, but you couldn't confirm he actually did it. So maybe there's another possibility.
What are you talking about? Impossible. That's impossible. There is no other possibility. I killed Kaito!
Alright, we're at the argument armament.
I killed Kaito! You're the one who's wrong. He died from my poison arrow. There's no other possibility. What do you know? It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you, this is the truth. But you keep getting in the way. You're so goddamn annoying. It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you, this is the truth. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore.
Fuck, that was fast.
I know what I saw. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now.
Final blow.
I saw Kokichi drink the antidote.
Pretended to drink the antidote. Pretended.
It ends here.
Pretended.
Kokichi just pretended to drink the antidote. He didn't actually drink it.
He pretended to drink it?
Drinking the antidote was part of his lie. Maki could only see so much through the window. She didn't confirm Kokichi drank it.
Even in her flashbacks, he didn't
I
pull
believe
the arrows out
Kokichi
first.
knew this and just pretended to drink the antidote. After Maki left, he gave the antidote to Kaito. There's a strong possibility that all of this was done to make Kaito cooperate.
Make him cooperate?
The swapping trick required the victim and culprit to work together. Kaito's cooperation was essential to Kokichi's plan.
The dumb shit makes sense now.
However, I don't think Kokichi would be able to sway Kaito easily. He needed leverage. He gave Kaito the antidote in exchange for his cooperation.
In exchange for his own life, you mean?
Kaito had no choice. He had to cooperate after Kokichi saved his life. That's just Kaito's character, and Kokichi knew that. He swallowed his pride with the antidote and agreed to participate in Kokichi's plan.
But didn't Kokichi make this plan? What good is it for him if he's dead?
I imagine this was all part of Kokichi's plan to confuse us. You wouldn't think that someone would plan their own murder.
He went so far as to give up his life, just to create this mystery?
Only Kokichi could think of something so nefarious. Who else would agree to die just to execute their plan?
Why would he go that far?
I bet Kokichi was determined to beat me at my own game, no matter what. But too bad. Shuichi figured out the truth.
Truth? Are you sure it's not delusion?
Delusion?
A delusion completely off the mark. To make you think that I died. But who cares what you guys think? This is between me and Monokuma. I don't give a crap if the extras in this game get it right or not.
Extras? I'm fine with being an extra. Huh? Why? If we're just extras, then even if we get it wrong, we won't get killed.
No, I'd still kill you all. Don't put Kokichi's words in my mouth.
But why? You are being so friendly with us.
If Monokuma gets it right, then he takes everyone's lives, yeah? But if Monokuma gets it wrong, then he'd have no right to take everyone's lives. If Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, then this killing game can't function anymore.
Can't function anymore.
Kaito, I believe in you.
If you're cooperating with this plan, you must have a reason. To determine that reason, I need to reveal the
I
truth.
still think Kaito is the culprit. Thinking of it that way makes all
Shit,
the
only
pieces
vote
fit.
this stream and it's a positive vote for Himiko.
I will show you the truth. The truth you can't deny.
Alright, well, glance over the recount of events. That will save us a lot of time. Okay, but we do gotta put the comic together. After receiving the item from Himiko, the culprit... Okay, what do we even have to work with? Electro bomb, Exisol inside hangar. Okay. Who did Maki hit with the electro hammer? Where did the culprit shoot Kokichi? What opened the shutter and got inside the hangar? No, it was an Exisol inside the hangar. Yeah. Who was hit by the first arrow? The second arrow. What did Kokichi take from the culprit? That was the antidote. Let's use that. Trail of blood. Hit the Exisol. The only antidote. There we go. Nope. Where did the culprit? Who did Maki hit with the electro hammer? The Exisol. Now it's our last one. Trail of blood. Culprit in the press. Kokichi in the press. Assembled the crossbow. Drink the antidote. Sounds like we're going quite late. What evidence? Who was put in the hydraulic press last? Kokichi. Assembled the crossbow. Oh shit. There's one that Maki fired. Where did the culprit shoot Kokichi? There we go. Kokichi's right arm, 3 arrows. Alright, Kokichi's back. Where did the culprit shoot Kokichi? In the arm, I guess. Who was hit by the first arrow Maki fired? That was Kokichi. And Kaito protecting Kokichi. What evidence did the culprit leave in the bathroom? The clothes, I guess? No, the 3 arrows. And the very end is Kokichi's clothes.
This is the truth of the case!
Yeah.
Let's go over the trick that Kokichi and the culprit created together. Last night, Kibo saw
Himiko in the lab. She was delivering the crossbow to Kaito. At Kaito's request, handed it through the window.
Locked in the bathroom. The culprit had asked Himiko to bring them.
Yep. And then he put the thing together because he was taught how to use it from Maki.
The culprit was going to use the.
He was going to use it to get the one up on Kokichi. Maki had a little plan of her own as she
However,
really wanted to kill Kokichi. She subdued an Exisol with her electric hammer that she lied about not using. She then jumped inside the Exisol.
Around that time, the culprit and Kokichi began their confrontation.
Yes, they did.
While Kokichi was checking up on them, the culprit didn't
Righty, then he shot the thing. Got Kokichi in the arm. He's like, "What the fuck, bitch? You actually shot me. You shot me. I thought we were friends." And they had a fight. And Maki came bursting through the door. And they were both like, "What the fuck?" Kokichi tried to reach for his remote. Got shot in the back while trying to do that.
But Maki leaped out of the cockpit.
See, just like that.
The arrow hit Kokichi. The tip was
And then
covered.
she tried to, that was the poisoned arrow.
The poison kills
And then
slowly.
Kaito took a blow for Kokichi.
When she had had enough. But this time,
And that's why Maki thought she was the killer.
to keep Maki from becoming the Blackened, the culprit's left arm was struck by a poison. Maki remembered that there was an antidote in my lab.
She ran awful. Woohoo!
The strychnine poison slowly, but in that desperate situation, he incorporated this unforeseen event into his plan to
Yep. So Mr.
Or should I
Kokichi always a
say,
step ahead.
help him defeat Monaco. That was Kokichi's true objective. Thinking fast, Kokichi closed the shutter so that Maki could not re-enter the hangar. Thus, Kokichi's final lie was set into motion.
Yep. She
When
brought
Maki
the
returned with
poison.
antidote, so she went around to the hangar back.
Kokichi pretended to drink the poison. I mean the antidote.
But after the culprit would... Kokichi drank down. Maki must have been panicking, thinking she believed that the culprit was going, but it was all another one of Kokichi's lies. Maki tried desperately to break into the hangar, but she couldn't get the shutter to open. Defeated.
Really,
After
Kokichi
Maki had left,
and Kaito
Kokichi
worked
took out
together.
another weapon.
Craziness.
An electrobomb capable of disabling. Kokichi's plan was to use an electrobomb to knock. That was why he commissioned Mew to make the bomb. After detonating an electrobomb, Kokichi coerced the culprit into drinking the antidote.
This is coercion, man.
In exchange for the antidote, Kokichi asked the culprit to cooperate.
Fine. This is coercion,
Kokichi
man.
needed to work with the culprit.
To execute his final lie.
Under normal circumstances, the culprit, but because the culprit owed him for saving their life, they agreed to Kokichi's request is a generous term. It was, in any case, the two were now
More
working
like
together as
blackmail.
accomplices in an. There was a lot to prepare, and not a lot of. They had to work
Kaito
fast.
worked with Kokichi.
After
This is all
fabricating the scene in the bathroom,
Kokichi's
the culprit
big
dragged
master
Kokichi
plan
to
to create an unsolvable murder.
This is how the swipe pattern bloodstain from the bathroom to the press was created.
But why?
Kokichi, with the support of the culprit, the
But
two
why
of them were
go through all this
ready to
trouble?
execute
That's
Mias.
why I'm skipping this, because we ought to find that out instead.
While Kokichi was setting up the video camera near the hydraulic press's control,
Yeah. They did a
the
switcheroo.
culprit laid face up. Then, Kokichi
And Kokichi went, yes, I will get smushed in a hydraulic press, all for the sake of this plan.
Kokichi pressed the force stop button.
Mad
and the
dog
camera's pause
motherfucker.
button. The two then switched places. The culprit and the victim. The would-be victim became our culprit and started up the press
Kokichi's got
and
that
camera.
Jesus on the cross body going on. Really.
He wanted to win the killing game, even if it meant dying himself. And so, Kokichi was crushed by the...
Yeah. The fake video.
But there was an...
Yep, then they disabled the thing so we couldn't open it. Tried to hide the clothes in the toilet.
They're trying, and that's it.
Alright. Saves us a bit of fucking time.
The culprit is in that exisal. It's you, isn't it? Kaito Momota, the ultimate astronaut.
Saved us a fair bit of time there, I think. Alright.
I'm right, aren't I? That's you in there, isn't it, Kaito?
Really? Is it really Kaito?
I must reluctantly agree with Shuichi's deduction.
Man, Shuichi sure loves his crazy deductions.
Huh?
You're still not gonna admit it?
Admit it, but it's wrong.
But logically speaking, his deduction tracks.
But he did the climax
If it's
reasoning.
really Kaito in there, he would have admitted it by now.
Was Shuichi's reasoning wrong somehow?
No, my detective work was flawless. It's the truth. I'm sure that Kaido is inside that exisal, so why is Kaido still fighting me? Is this about Monokuma, or is there another aspect to
You
this?
claim everything is set, and that's it. You don't have any evidence, do you? You all think the body was switched when the hydraulic press stopped for a moment. But that's just speculation in the end. No evidence to back it up. So if we reverse our reverse way of thinking, then it's likely I didn't do anything, right? It's totally possible that the body switching never happened and Kaito is dead. Not just possible, it's the actual truth.
Well, it's true. There's no proof that the bodies were switched.
No, we should trust Shuichi's deduction. I'm sure everything will be okay. This emotion I've learned, I believe you call it faith. That's what I feel right now.
No, you don't.
That's right. We have to believe in Shuichi.
Well, I don't care either way. But if you guys get it wrong, you'll have to deal with Monokuma. What will the results of this voting time be? If Monokuma makes a mistake, he won't be able to execute anyone, right? Then it will be my victory. And that will ruin the entire killing game.
Ruin? I see, so that's your objective. You mean to ruin the killing game itself. That's why Kaido has been so stubborn all this time. But what does he mean by ruin exactly? Monokuma can do whatever he wants to the rules. How do you ruin something like that? What would be the point?
Come on, Monokuma. Start the voting already.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Sheesh! Let's proceed with voting time, shall we? Sorry I fell short of your expectations, but I'm pretty sure I won't make any mistakes. 'Cause I got the ultimate detective's airtight logic on my side.
Now I know the whole truth and why. I believe in my own logic, and I believe in Kaito. From this point on, it's not about logic, it's about how far I'm willing to go. I believe in you, Kaito. Not as a detective, but as Shuichi Saihara.
Can I just say something? I'd like to have one last conversation before we vote.
One last conversation?
There's more to talk about?
You see, before we vote, there's something I have to say. I just need you all to listen.
Dum dum dum.
All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito standing... right there.
Isn't that correct?
I think we're lying about Kokichi's disappearance on Monokuma's
Of
line.
course not. I would never die.
I trust Shuichi.
Kaido is trying to ruin the game, that's why he's hiding the truth. I don't exactly know why, he's putting his life on the line for it.
All right, let's
Pin this down. Who is inside that exosome? Kaito, right? Not for the fun, isn't it?
He's the one.
Fuck!
But it's Kaito.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuckity fuck!
Of course not. I would never die.
Yeah, get on with it.
Who is inside that exosome? Kaito, right? Not for the fun, isn't it?
Oh my fucking god.
It's Kaito's.
Come on, man. It's obvious. I gotta lie about Kokichi's disappearance.
Let's pin this down. Who is inside that exosome? Kaito, right?
I saw him! Okay. Charge the fucking bullet. So damn slow.
I'll reveal the truth.
The other problem is I was letting go of the focus. Alright.
Kokichi, I'm sorry. I just can't lie for you anymore.
What?
What do you mean, lie?
Why did you say Kokichi? The one in the exosol is...
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've deceived you all.
Huh?
The truth is, after we found the crushed body, I saw Kokichi.
You saw Kokichi?
Yes. He threatened me, told me that if I didn't do what he said, he'd kill us all. He wanted me to lie about what I saw, so that the trial would be more interesting. But I can't do it anymore. I can't keep lying like this. I have to tell the truth. Kokichi isn't dead. He's alive.
Hold on! Why did you wait until now to mention this?
I'm so sorry, Kibo, but it's true.
Really? I really am sorry, but this is the only way. Kaido is trying to fool Monokuma, trying to ruin this class trial. If Kaido is risking his life to do this, then I'll stand by him. I believe in Kaito. I'll believe in what he's trying to do. He's not doing this to hurt us, I'm sure he's trying to save us all. If Monokuma wants to rely on my detective work, fine, I'll just lie.
Everyone, please, don't vote for Kaito. There's no doubt about it. Kokichi is in that exosol. He's the culprit.
Hey, Shuichi. I don't know what you're scheming, but as far as I'm concerned, you guys aren't extras at all. If you guys are wrong, you're gonna have to take your punishments like champs. Got it?
I'm not wrong. We can't vote for Kaito.
Stop it! That's enough.
Huh?
It's over. If you guys get it wrong and Monokuma gets it right, then you'll all get punished. There's no way I can let that happen. So, it's fine. Let's end this.
Kaito!
So, it really was you?
My bad for tricking you guys. I'll explain everything. But before that, it's voting time. Alright, don't get it wrong. I'm definitely the culprit. You got it? I'm the one who killed Kokichi.
Kaito, no!
It's just like you to figure it all out, Shuichi. You're really something else. So all you gotta do is believe in your reasoning. That's what detectives do. Hey, Monokuma, let's hurry up and get this vote started!
Well said. Let's get this started then. The heart-racing excitement as the blackened...
It's voting time! Oh, look who's alive now.
Leave it to me!
It's sick.
Alright, so we're hitting the other threshold. So do you guys want to get to...
Who'll be chosen as the
I'll give you guys a few options. Do you want to get to the trial wrapping, the punishment, or the Chapter 6 teaser? I think those will all be the best stopping points. Oh, here's chance number one.
Well,
So we'll get to the punishment. First one. Alright. We'll stop here then. Oh, it gets crazier. Gets crazier. Maybe even too crazy. Alright. Yes, no, it's a very nutty trial indeed. It's not a typical trial. But alright, so I guess next week, we'll get Kaido's end of things. We'll get the beginning of the final chapter. A taste, a start of what's maybe really going on here. And why this trial even happened in the first place. There we go. It's video proof that I've saved twice. So yeah. No, that's fine. We'll stop here for now. Yeah, we've got to stop somewhere. And yeah, it's a long trial, but we managed to get through it, so that's awesome. Yeah, so I'll be back at it with the Tekken stream tomorrow. Yeah, honestly, Danganronpa. We've got 2 or 3 more streams of this. No more than 3. And that marks the end of an era for this channel as we go into a new era. Crazy, crazy to think I've pretty much streamed all these games. Well, I'm glad you guys have enjoyed it. But no, as I do go forward into the new thing, I'm going to try keep, I'm going into Final Fantasy IX. Very excited to get to play Final Fantasy IX. I'm trying to keep those kind of OG streams for you guys who have been supporting me in the, fucking beginning. I've got to keep it real in there while I play around with other things. So yeah, no, it'll feel like you've just binge watched a big anime and you get that typical emptiness that you feel afterwards. So no, thank you guys. I've kept you guys for half an hour overtime already, so I'll just wrap this up quick. Yeah, all the best for your study and for your test there, Aioli. And yeah, thank you for the continued support. Yeah, have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.